All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live here from Club
Hello.
K in the
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Olympics, watching the USA. We got Matt on the top, we got CJ down below, and we got your leaderboard be over there, right there. And we're underway. We're underway here at Club K over in Japan, watching the Olympics. CJ rocking out her USA gear. Truly admire that.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're looking forward to an electric event here. Been fun. Just started about an hour and a half ago, and people are already out on the course. And it's cool to see an early leaderboard. I think when we go to watch golf, it's usually like Saturday, Sunday, maybe like later on. You got your usuals at the top, but these early in the tournament, you're going to see some new players, and very excited to see people score, kind of get a feeling for the course and what's going on there.
hmm
And just
Yeah, this
excited
is really
to
cool.
spend the time with you guys. Very
Big
excited.
shout out to Matt. Thank you for setting all this up over there. So
I
really appreciate
play
it.
as a team with you down below there.
Right. We got you.
Thank you for helping me out. Glad we could
Of
do this.
course.
Derek, welcome. Good to have you here. Very excited to see you in the chat before we even begin. Super happy to have you here. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got a
shout out to
live
Derek.
for sure. Yeah, we really
Thanks for always being
really
there,
appreciate
being
it,
a
you know.
supporter.
Good to have people here and just really just sharing the golf, you know. I for one am super excited to watch. Obviously, like I want to see Team USA do well. I think selfishly, we got Justin Thomas lining up for a putt as I say this, and
Big putt.
you know, I feel like this event I'm going to be rooting super hard for the United States, and you know, to watch all of our compatriots here, uh, you know, get up and down, make their birdies, make their par saves. And it'll be really interesting for me because I've never seen any golf on this course to kind of see how it plays and like see what the players are saying and how they assess the course and really how it plays for a really championship style tournament. Um, so very much looking forward to that.
hmm I'm with you. And it's so cool seeing like everybody's different countries flags and in all the country colors. Like that's like one of my favorite parts is being able to just experience that and be like, oh yeah, like Brazil is like these colors, and wow, that's so cool. I didn't know Chinese Taipei had this team or whatever it is. So it's really cool.
Sure.
There goes my cat.
I
My
know
cats
who's.
may make an appearance for the stream. Who knows? Tiger's doing some parkour right now.
I like when he parkours around.
Right,
You want to show Tiger? He
right,
sounds
Tiger?
vicious.
Yeah, right. He's actually not named after Tiger Woods, but we'll pretend he is.
Yeah, yeah. We won't tell
All
anybody
right.
else that. Perfect.
Just our stream. All right, guys, this is Tiger, my 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, let me zoom in on you.
He's such a punk. Hey, buddy. You want to say hi to everybody on the stream? You camera shy, huh? Want to say hi?
Oh, you camera shy, right?
He went outside today, guys. He was adventuring with his little cat collar on. He's such an adventure boy. He loves it. But he's an indoor cat. He's been an indoor cat his whole life. So that's my boy Tiggy. All right,
Yeah,
go on.
he loves it outside. A couple minutes outside, and
Yeah.
he's ready to like, okay, like I'm doing this, and he starts to go like hyper, which I would too.
Yeah, he does. And Chonky, Amelia, the little baby girl, she's in her cat condo right now. I don't think she's camera shy. Watch, there's a trick that he does. Come up, come up, Tiggy, come. Tiger up. Good boy. Good boy. I trained him to do that, you guys. Are you impressed?
Overwhelmed with comments over here
I know.
with how impressed they are.
He's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, he'll be a winner.
All right, bud. We gotta get to this Olympic golf, and I gotta finish eating my tacos from Chipotle. So I may mute myself, but I'll take it away to the host, Matthew.
How exciting.
Some little
How exciting.
chipotle.
Little Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Yeah, I think we had a, oh gosh, you're going to be jealous, but I had like a Thai vegetable soup. But actually, it wasn't just vegetables. It had bok choy, little pork belly in it.
Mm.
Yeah, it was
If
in
I,
a crunchy chili paste sauce.
ooh,
It was good.
sounds good.
It was really
Did you
good.
make that, or did
Did I make that? Here,
your
I'll keep it on this
mother?
screen.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
JT putt for par to stay even. I like those polos. Those are really nice polos. They
they're
got some like
nice.
stripes going across.
Now,
They're
are they
classy.
out there as a team? Does everybody have the same polo for each country?
I would assume so.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
didn't
it.
even think about that. Yeah, right.
Looks like it.
And Colin Morikawa is teeing off a little bit later. I think 9:30. So I'm looking forward to watching him play for sure.
9:30. That's the local time for us. Yeah, we're in the
Yep.
Eastern time zone
Eastern.
for anybody there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Eastern Standard Time.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see if we can't get. I mean, I don't think you're going to win the tournament on the first day, but I think you can kind of get it to a point where it's going to be hard to come back. And I think that'll definitely be a challenge for sure. But we'll see like where it shakes out. You got a couple people that are a few under par making a hot run here. It doesn't look like there aren't birdies out there. It looks like there's certainly a couple opportunities out there. I like seeing Thomas Peters up there. He's been doing well on the European tour. And a lot of names I'm personally not familiar with. I know Sebastian Munoz from Colombia. Not too many other players. I think I'm not sure how you pronounce the guy's name from Spain, if that's Arnaus. I know I'm butchering that. Forgive me, Mr. A. But yeah, it'll be really exciting to kind of see like where it is after day one. And being such a unique tournament, are there players that are gonna? Because I mean, you got to think about it like this too. Like these are Olympic golfers. They're Olympic golfers, and it's not like they're throwing, some second-rate guy from Thailand out there. These players on some of these tours, like I'll tune in every once and again to an Asian golf tour event. And I mean, the leaders are at 19 under par. I can't imagine that their courses are that much easier to like not be getting to those numbers. So that'll be interesting. That'll be very, very interesting to see. Just probably some names we haven't seen before. This will be good. This will be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm excited to see the par fives as well. I feel like a couple of the par fives are a little bit out of range. They're 600 plus yards, closer to 650 or so. Looks like the rough is a big penalty out there. I think you got to hit fairways, and the greens look pretty big to me. Saw Justin Thomas on the last hole had at least 40 feet for his birdie, and that's looks pretty quick. It looks like a couple of putts could get away from you. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how all that looks. Got Poland teeing off now. I like just calling the country. You know, I feel like we should play as countries out here. Love to play for my country. My goodness, we played this Ryder Cup format tournament in college. I went to Coastal Carolina University in South Carolina, and we played Clemson. And they both have golf management teams, and it was the best players from the golf management teams. And we played like a little Ryder Cup style format out there, and it was a lot of fun. It just, you're fighting for something more than yourself out there, which is it's a privilege. We have Thailand teeing off right now on the eighth hole, the par 5.
I'm back in the chat. Apologies.
No apologies needed.
Dinner. And here we have, not sponsored, Arnold Palmer spiked half and half iced tea lemonade.
Yeah, I got you covered.
Suggested by my friends. Shout out to Jen and Teddy.
That's the real goat. That's the real goat right there.
Cheers, you guys. Let's hear if you can hear a nice ready? How's that?
Got you covered.
Cheers.
Yeah, to a good Olympics. There you go. There's the king. There he is, folks.
Those are delicious.
The king.
All right, let's get this underway.
But let's go USA.
Woo-hoo. USA.
Yeah, I hope we get some people from all over the place, pulling for their teams. I could stand to learn from the world of golf. I don't, you and I are such a focused opinion. I know me personally, I have so much to stand to learn from other people as they play and like where they come from, how they learned and whatnot. And I hope we see some of that in the chat. So if anybody is listening and would love to give their 2 cents, I consider this a wide open community. We can share opinions and what you like about golf, how you learned, and all that stuff. And hope you'll share.
Right. We'll share opinions. We'll share cats. It's a cat-friendly world out there.
Opinions and cats. Cats are like opinions. Everyone's got one.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, got him. You know who's going to make a surprise appearance today?
Who?
Amir.
Is it Mochi?
So, DJ has a couple of cats. I've got this. The little princess. You want?
Mochi, you look so beautiful. Yeah, give her main screen. Give her time to shine.
Yeah, she's a Pomeranian. She's definitely an explorer.
Oh my god.
Kind of like wanting. So I won't hold her.
I love it.
Yeah, she's a good dog. She's a very good dog.
She looks fabulous.
Yeah, she's a looker. Say that. I think I lost you.
You lost me there? No worries. You need me to check my
Zoom?
Yeah, let me see. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to get back up in a second there.
There, so you can record at least one.
Yeah, looks like I'm still alive here.
Yeah, you're good. It's just I think it's a.
Okay. No worries. Hey, Tiger. Hey. Okay. Tiger.
That's Sebastian Munoz on the par 4 6th hole. He's 2 under par so far. So he's on a good little run right now. And he sticks it again. So he's at 2 under, about to move to 3 under, it looks like, for Sebastian. Love to see that. Our leader's at 4 under par, not even through 9 yet. So certainly moving here.
Hello out there. I'm gonna be the dark box that talks to you in your sleep. You don't know what I look like, but I'm still here. Mwahahaha.
We're losing. Where you go?
Ooh.
Mr. Richard. Yeah, we'll go right there. All right, give me a dark horse for this first little bit there, CJ. Who do you think's pop up the leaderboard? Who do you think might
Mm.
make a little run? Also from Japan, Hoshina Rikuya. Unless I read that backwards, then I look like a total fool. Because I want to make sure I get everybody's name right, but I'm pretty sure that was right.
Right. You know what would be really cool is Joaquin Neiman to put up some scores.
From Chile?
He's on the field today. I really like how his golf has been progressing. He's such a young talent. It's
Sure.
really cool to see. Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
JT for another putt for eagle, just missed it by a little bit. Derek, I see you in the chat. Who are you rooting for? What countries are you going for?
Yeah, I see you in Zoom, just not
Just not on the thing.
yeah. Sepp Straka getting to 4 under. He's moving it right now. Absolutely moving it. And I've never heard of Straka from Austria. 4 under through 8 holes. Cruising. Absolutely cruising.
What if I leave the Zoom and come back?
You can try. Try that.
I'll be right back, guys.
And I might
Still
have
miss you too.
to join it as well. So I'll rejoin. We'll both rejoin. How about that?
All right, first one to join wins.
Yeah, excited to see how it is over here at Club K. We're gonna call this Club K, this golf course that we're playing. I don't want to do it a misjustice by mispronouncing it. Yeah, it looks like a beautiful course. I'd love to see. I'd love to see a course full of patrons, like they do at the Masters, like 2019 Masters sort of crowds. Just everybody and anybody there. Even in Brazil, it was like we just started, so not bad. But I'd love to see just seas of fans go and just like worship the sport for a couple days. How we do at the Olympics. You telling me that when anybody leaves the Olympics, they go and watch, the World Championships in gymnastics? Maybe 1 out of 20 people is going to be watching them. Maybe 1 out of 20. Yeah, we'll get CJ back here soon. CJ, if you are listening, I'm waiting for the meeting to start, which from the host, which is you. And we'll get you back in here just as soon as we can. And we've got Rory Sabatini, who's teeing off on the 4th, which is a par 3. No, it's not a par 3. right in the fairway bunker. See, Rory Sabatini, someone like that, could he do well in an Olympics? Could he kind of turn it to, because you need one good week, one good week. CJ, if you're there, I'm going to create a Zoom meeting and I will invite you. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, a lot of new golfers that I'm going to recognize after this week. That's great. That's awesome. I'd love to play a course like this too. In such peak shape. Who is this from Italy with the untucked shirt? My friend. How very becoming of you. I saw they've been wearing sweatshirts. We're going to bring sweatshirts out to the golf course, but not like thick sweatshirts. They're going to be like thin ones. Almost like quarter zips, but sweatshirts. Da-da-da. Yeah, beautiful course. So if anyone's watching and wants to know anything about this golf course, if you go to YouTube and type in the name of the course, you will see a little bit by the History Channel. That is just amazing on this course. The precision that goes into what they're doing with the golf course. Incredible.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Got Hideki out here. He's 1 under par. He's looking pretty good. Honestly, I feel like he's very comfortable at this course. He played this course. Actually, he played the other course. So there's 2 courses here, the East and the West. And for the Asia Pacific Amateur, he played the opposite course. But still has a little bit of familiarity with the courses, with what to expect. Like, he's won out here. He's played it several times before. Very excited to see him. See what he can do out there. And he's got the home country on his back. Is that going to be like too much pressure for him? Is he going to be able to rise to that occasion? All right, Zoom. Help a brother out. DJ, if you can hear me, if you could start your original meeting, that would be wonderful. It seems like I'm able to join. Beautiful, beautiful golf course. It looks so nice. I hope it's not torn up too much when they get to the ladies event. I think 8 days of golf on a championship course. I mean, they do have 2 days in between, so they can probably do a little micro heel. But I think if anyone can do it, these guys can do it. And it'll be exciting to see how it all shakes out. All right, let's invite someone. Mm-hmm. Hideki Matsuyama, the 2021 Masters Championship. So CJ, if you check your email, I will reply to the one that you sent me, and there should be a link. In that, and I'll be able to send you a little invitation. I don't think that's going to happen. No. Hideki, I like his shirt out there. He's got the red little fade into white there. DJ, I'm working on getting you back in here. I'm working on it. Right, my better half. Can we even call the golf without her? Can we even call the golf without CJ? It'd be cool to see Bernhard Longer in here. What if they did divisions by age? What if they had a senior event for golf, like the Champions Tour? That would be pretty cool. Have like, you know how they do in swimming? They have like the 100 meter, the 150 meter, the 200 meter, the 250. I mean, I feel like there's 32 events for swimming. How come they couldn't do the same thing for golf? Everybody tees off like in a succession. You can do it in waves or whatnot, but then you could do like just divisions for age and whatnot. I think that would be really cool. All right, CJ, it's been a while.
We are back. Apologies for my absence.
Yeah, I'm still working on getting your face in this. I don't know that that's going to be a thing. That might just not be a thing right now.
Okay, no problem. As long as people can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a little echo just to let you know, Matt, on your end
Okay.
from the laptop. But that's all. Other than that, keep doing you.
Is it constant?
Slightly.
It's that. Either a yes or a no would be great.
Well, from right now,
Is it constant?
I hear it, but earlier on I didn't.
Either a yes or a no would be great. I hear it, but earlier on. Let's see. Is it still? Oh, there's both of us. Hey, I'll be able to get CJ in.
What?
Yeah. Is it an echo though? Just let me know. I want to make sure.
Oh yeah, you got me there. Woohoo!
Is it an echo to get CJ?
I still hear an echo, but I don't know about for our viewers. Just letting you know.
Yeah. So as long as you want, the stream will be the same thing as what you're
What I'm
hearing.
listening to.
Yeah. But you right that? No. There. How about right there? Right there. Is it? I just want to fix the echoing for all of you viewers out there. DJ?
Yes.
Is it still echoing on
I still hear it, yes.
What to try? What to try?
And commercial break.
I know,
I'll give
right?
you entertainment brought to you by Arnold Palmer Spiked.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to try. Let's see. Let's see.
I think we're good for right now.
Okay. Gabriel in the chat. International sites, peacock.com. Okay. Gabriel in the chat. And then I did like a free trial for Fubo too. You can also try that.
Mm.
I think it's on your end there,
Yay.
CJ, because I can hear me and I wasn't able to before.
Okay. I just muted my computer. Let me know.
Oh, that should be everything.
Well, it was very low. So let me know now.
Oh, that should be
If
everything.
you can hear anything, guys, in the chat, I appreciate it. Well, it was very low. So let me know now.
Oh, that should be
if
everything.
you can hear anything, guys, in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, there's echoes all over the place. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's echoes all over the place. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's echoes all over the place. Yeah.
Nothing trusty Google can't solve, right? Nothing trusty Google can't solve, right?
Yeah, I feel you. It's just a little troubleshooting as we go.
Google can't solve, right?
Yeah, I
Is there
feel
a
you.
double audio playing anywhere on your end from mics?
Yeah, I feel like your audio might be leaking into mine a little bit, but I don't see it. Visually, I don't see it. A finicky thing, this streaming stuff.
It's overlapping 3 or 4 echoes. Yeah, I hear you, Derek. We are.
I feel like I should just wear headphones.
That might help. Oh, Matt, did we answer Derek's question about the representatives for Great Britain in USA?
Not yet.
But okay. What is it? Justin Rose. Great Britain. Casey Fleetwood. Oh, there's Paul Casey and Tommy Fleetwood. Wow, Great Britain only took 2 people.
All right, that might sound a little bit better. So CJ, you can hear me all right? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Derek. I really appreciate it. Got my big old headphones on, but we'll make it work. You know, I just want to make sure it's we're able to call it in such a way, make it nice. You know. Yeah, he did. Love to see. do well. Yeah, 4 under par through 9. That's moving it right now. Yeah. Now CJ's muted. Hmm. I think I know what to do. That should be better.
Mm. Can you hear me, Derek? Or anybody in the chat? Matt,
I can hear you, yeah.
come here. Hang out with me.
Little details. Little details. We'll get it.
Tiger.
By the last day
Hmm?
of this tournament, Derek, you're going to be surprised the production value.
Oh, he can hear me. Nice.
Just
It's
really
all a
excited.
learning curve.
Yeah, I just, personally, I just want to get out of the way of the championship because I think the championship speaks for itself. I mean, you got
Oh,
guys
yeah,
like
for
Paul
sure.
Casey and Tommy Fleetwood going out there for Great Britain, representing a wonderful country in the game of golf. And, we haven't seen Olympic golf in over 100 years. And this just being 4 years outside of just starting. There's a rich history to be written about this game, and I, for one, am very excited to see who could really step on it for medals, who could really just make a thumbprint on this championship. You got Justin Thomas here with his birdie putt, trying to get to 1 under par on the par 5 here, and he just lips it out, and a nice little power lip out. That looks so good. He thought it was in too. And there's such a rich history to be written. I think we're going to look at this in 20, 30 years, and just have so many stories. I'd love to see something happen where, like, we talk about John Rahm at the U.S. Open, or we talk about how Dustin's won, or we talk about how Rory broke through, or Colin wins his first British Open. And to have events like that so strong in the PGA, I'd love for an Olympics, which happens once every 4 years, to really step up as an event. I was talking earlier about having like how they have the Champions Tour in outside of the Olympics, how they couldn't have a division for the 50 and older crowd. And I think that would enrich the sport just a little bit, just the games at the Olympics. And I hope that we can write some of that over the next few years. There's a lot of opportunity here, and I think we're witnessing a little bit of history, kind of as we're here today. And it's just a little piece, first day of a 4-day tournament, tons of golf to be played, and as a competitor, I can definitely say, like, just being able to get in and get relaxed for 72 holes, especially these players who don't need much time, apparently, to settle in and get relaxed. 4 under through 10 holes, 4 under through 7, 3 under through 7. Those are some really good scores. There's some really good players out here for this championship. And I'm, for one, am very excited to see how different countries perform, to see how individuals perform, and to see the sport progress over time. Really, really exciting time in golf.
I agree. And it's really cool seeing the ladies progress as well. I mean, just watching how consistent they are driving every single thing off the tee, fairways constantly, just not getting themselves into too much trouble, is really inspiring to watch. And I saw an article just pop up today. I don't know her name right now off the top of my head, but she's 16 years old and she's just joining Q school on the LPGA. That's amazing.
That's impressive.
Like so much young talent coming in. I'm going to be really excited to see what happens. They're going to shatter new records.
Of course.
Just take golf to a whole new level. So golf could very well be the new I don't know, badminton in the Olympics. I'm
The
not really sure.
badminton, right?
I think it's got a better chance than 3-on-3 basketball, but I'm biased.
I didn't
because
know
I
that
like golf.
3-on-3 was. We were talking
An
before. It looks
Olympic
like
sport.
pickup ball.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing either, to be honest.
Impressive.
I thought it was just like regular basketball, like games.
Sure.
And we got Mackenzie Hughes right now on the tee for Canada. Looking like he's going with the 3-wood here.
Canada,
This is
very
some really
strong team.
cool.
And I don't see any reason why this field couldn't be expanded into. I mean, I think maybe for the Olympics you kind of narrow down the field just a little more, but I do like the participation from the globe. You know, there's certain players who probably, as there are in other sports, are not kind of really out for gold. You know, they just got into. I mean, the talent level is absolutely impeccable. I like these tee markers, by the way, that we're playing with.
Right? I was just about
Some
to
Olympic
say that.
rings.
They're
They're
really
super
nice.
nice.
Oh, it's funny. So the other day, Matt and I were watching Olympic swimming, right? And one of these Olympic swimmers, who's more of a fair-skinned gentleman, he had the Olympic rings on his bicep, right on the inside, right? And I only saw 4 rings, and I'm like, why does he only have 4 rings on his skin? And Matt goes, oh, maybe he's only been to like 4 Olympics. He's waiting for like the 5th one to like cover in the circle.
That would be
But
very bold if you were doing that, by the way.
It would be super bold. And
especially
like,
because there was a
that
gap in between rings.
Right? I'm like, oh my God, that makes sense. And then we realized they zoomed in a little bit more on him, and it was just because it was yellow. So his skin was a little bit more fair. So it blended in. But I just thought that was really funny. Ricky Fowler's got the Olympic rings on his inner.
He does.
Actually, I think it's like right here. So you can see it all the time after he swings.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Like on his forearm, which I think is a pretty cool flex, not gonna lie.
He's one
JT
of 7 Americans to ever be in the Olympics. I mean, think about that. You know?
Right.
Impressive.
Ooh.
It's very,
First
very
cut
impressive.
Of the fairway. We got my Hideki.
I'd love to see Hideki do well. I really would.
I know. He's so tan. Anybody got like a golf tan from the summer yet?
Yeah, I know I've got one. I'll be playing tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Getting my it looks like a little ground under repair in the middle of one of the fairways at the course. Curious what happened. Who's getting fired over this? It'd be tough to see. There was a little ground under repair in the middle of the fairway. Labeled by white spray paint. And if your ball goes in there, you get free relief from it, sort of deal.
Very good. Had to zoom myself in there a little bit. Get a close-up of myself,
Yeah. And then when we do Saturday, you will be here.
I will be right next to you in the editing chair there, bub.
Yeah. And we have a cool little feature that we're going to bring to you guys today that I'm actually very excited to present. And you give me the cue and I'll we can make something out of it. But we're
I
looking
think
at.
it's time, Matt.
You think so? You
You
really
gotta,
think so?
yeah,
Oh
you
my
gotta
goodness.
gotta give the viewers something. You know, we've been live for 45 minutes. I
All
think
right.
it's ready for. Actually, no, we haven't been live for 45 minutes. A lot longer.
Yeah.
An hour.
Yeah, it's been awesome to be able to do stuff like this, and we want to get the community, which is the chat, involved. So we came up with a little segment that we call Chip for Chat, and I want to see if I can't make a couple chips for you guys. Now we got the camera zoomed in. Me? How many out of 4?
You did the transition there, Matt?
Ooh. And yes, I set the bank up. It's the first stream. That's 1 for 1.
Matt, did you
Ooh.
put the transition up?
Ooh, pulled it.
Matt.
1 more for chat. Chat, I love you. Ooh. Yes, sir. Sir. Now. There you go, CJ. 2 out of 4 is not bad.
Maddie.
First time ever.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can only hear you through the headphones. So.
I think you got to put the transition on the chip for chat there. We didn't see it.
You didn't see anything? You
I
can't.
did not.
Oh my goodness. I know exactly what I did. Aha.
Silly goose.
Yeah. I know what to do. Okay. Set it up again. Got it. Right there.
Right,
There you
that
go.
was just a warm up there.
Was a warm up.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll even pull the balls out so you know I wasn't checking you. Comes 3 and 4. Total right here. Pressure's on. Now we gotta make 1. I think that went behind it, folks. That's an offer. And that's our presentation of Chip for Chat.
I like it. Nice job.
Not bad, you know? Not bad. Yeah, we'll have some fun with that on Saturday.
Right.
Have some fun with that. I like that. That'll be fun. It'll just like spice it up just a little bit. Do just like little transitions, keep everybody involved.
Oh my gosh. Someone just hold out. Who was that? Oh, answer. Answer
I
just hold
know.
out.
Abraham? I know.
I
Mexico.
mean, no. Is that Abraham? It looks like him from far away though. No. I'm trying to see. Oh gosh, I don't think that's him. They need to show me the name because Answer normally has like a big beard. He doesn't have a beard, but he holed out from quite a ways, spun it back, and it just fell right into the cup. Either
Like
way, that
Thomas
was impressive.
Peters.
Justin Thomas, putt for birdie here.
JT. Yeah, I'd love to see a USA sweep of the medals. So selfish as a USA fan. But come on.
Right. We just want gold
what are we
all
rooting
the
for here?
time. Right? Nothing less.
I know.
It's
Gold or
probably like the
bust.
pressure. Probably all the pressure that Simone Biles has been feeling. My heart goes out to her, definitely. she's done so much for the sport being the greatest of all time,
Mm.
let alone all of her world shattering records.
It's mature of her
JT just missed the putt.
to step down in a time that's so crucial, just for her well-being. I think being
I
the GOAT
agree.
in any sport is a very fickle game. And,
Hmm.
to be at that level for as long as a lot of these players are, like doing what Tiger did, it's
Exactly.
impressive.
Even like
Very, very impressive.
aside from aside from the fact of being the greatest of all time, like for the US, like just even the world, all eyes are on her and people expect her to be perfect, which any Olympian would, but that's so much pressure, like for any human being.
Yeah, I mean, when you're good at something, when you love it, I don't think those things get in the way. But you do have to manage expectations. And I think she said something really good it made a lot of sense. What she said was that don't let I'm going to paraphrase, but don't let your ego get in the way of you having a good time out there. And
Mm,
she knows when she's ready to win a gold, and she knows when she's not. And I think she was able to
mhm,
maturely step aside, which was cool. It was cool to see her assess the situation, do the thing that was best for the team because it was a team event that she drew out of, and she did jump out
mhm.
of the all around as well. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, my heart goes out.
Even even seeing like Team USA, all the girls, Suni Lee, Jordan Childs, and forgive me, I forget the last girl's last name, but all three of them are stepping up for Team USA, and hey, they won silver. That's that's no it's nothing to push aside.
Yeah,
So they still put up numbers to get there.
impressive. I wish I could flip like that. I tell CJ all the time I'd love to have a wicked pommel horse routine. I don't know why that is, but I just think that would be so funny.
Oh God, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, to be an
Thailand,
Olympian for uh, Chile.
Jawatananand. Thailand has some really interesting last names. They're so long.
Yeah, maybe ours are short. Maybe that's how it should be. Who's to say?
Mm.
Your last name could be Roger, Roger, Roger. Add some syllables in there.
Maybe
It could
nobody
be
needs to know.
Richard Ichinawa. Add another 10 syllables
For
in there.
Shashafali on the tee, he's 1 under currently, par five.
I
Ooh,
like how they do the meters and yards as
right,
well, because a lot of players in Europe are using meters, are their preferred metric.
exactly.
And
He's nice and safe in the fairway,
we decided to rebel and
right? We
go with the
decided to
yard.
make it hard for everybody. Mark Leishman is 1 over right now.
Yeah, I'd love to see Mark Leishman at the trail end of the tournament. I mean, he could. There's by all means, he could be there and take up a medal. I think there's probably 24 players in my eyes that could really take a medal here, and I think it has a lot to do with the new event. A lot of these players are kind of playing in new circumstances, and
Hmm.
who knows how it'll shake out, but it's going to be exciting. I mean, the scores are super low right now. 5 under par through 8 for Hansen, 4 under. I mean, you got, and we have so many players to tee off yet, too. Ton of players to
Right.
tee off.
Yeah, in about 30 minutes, guys, we're going to see Colin Morikawa, who just won the British Open. He will be teeing off around 9:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hmm?
and I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
right now, Hideki, he's got a really cool shirt on, by the way. It's like a nice red that kind of goes at a diagonal, almost like Peru, like their soccer jerseys, but it kind of fades from red to white, and it looks really cool, actually.
Rory Sabatini almost holing out from the fairway. Just lips
Yeah,
out. That is an impressive golf shot. Hit it over the trees. Lips it out. My goodness.
yeah. Ooh, Hideki's not gonna like that. Spun it back way too far, and that's gonna fall almost off the green here. Can stop in the first little cut right on the edge. Oh, all right, we're still in
Seems
the
like these
fairway.
greens are pretty darn fast out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good.
Yep.
There's a lot of subtle ridges around these. And I think when you see that, you might not see them in British Opens so much, but I think in US Opens where the greens get 12, 13s on the stimp meter, these subtle breaks
Mm-hmm.
become really, really hard to assess.
Mm-hmm.
And it really puts a strain on the players. Being able to
For
calculate those
sure.
little, you see caddies and players getting together over approach shots, but I think you'll see a lot more interactions with the caddy for um, the putts as well, and just making sure they're committed to
Mm-hmm.
what they're doing and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. It's
Important.
2 a.m. where Derek's at.
2
You
a.m.
might fall asleep on us, but we appreciate you stopping by, Derek.
Yeah, thank you,
You've been
brother.
an integral part of our live stream so far by helping us out with the audio over here and just giving us some love in the chat. So we really appreciate everything that you've done for us. So glad to see it.
For
So thank
sure.
you.
Thank you.
How about that U.S. women's soccer though? Come on, let's step it up, ladies. Got a 0-0 game against Australia or something like that. I forget who they were playing against, but
They're going right now.
no, their last game they played,
Oh,
I believe it was 0-0, and they're struggling a little bit. They're going for 5 Olympic gold medals, um, but I'm not so sure right now the way that they're playing.
yeah. The first game did not look good. Did not look
No, but
good.
then they dominated 6-1 or 6-0,
That
six
was
to
against
one, I
New
think.
Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I saw a 12-year-old playing ping pong.
Oh yeah.
It was for like Serbia or something like that. I say
There's some
what?
there's some really young skateboarders out there, like 12, 13 years old, something like that.
Pretty impressive. Pretty darn impressive, if you ask me. Be excited. I'm excited to see how Colin does. To be honest, I
Me
see
too.
some. I just don't see him not doing too well. I think he's kind of made for events like this.
Hmm. Right. He's really good under pressure.
Yeah,
And Katie Ledecky, an Olympic swimmer for the US, just recently won another gold medal, which was pretty cool. The last time I checked the count for the race of how many gold medals, Japan's on top, and then it goes Great Britain and then US.
sure.
Actually, no, 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 no. It was Japan, US, and China. I want to look
Gotcha.
up the gold medal count though right
For
now.
sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the leaderboard a little bit. You've got
Sure.
Hansen, who's leading at 5 under par through 8 holes. That's a streak right there, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Peters just holed out on the 10th. Got it to 3 under par. Sebastian Munoz playing very well right now at 3 under par, only 2 off the lead. I would love to see Joaquin Niemann do well. He's at 2 under along with Hideki Matsuyama, the local favorite in Japan. He's playing right. I mean, 2 under through 5. Nice little start. Let's see how he kind of progresses through the round. We'll stay attuned to him. We'll stay attuned to Xander for the United States, who's at 1 under through 7 holes. Paul Casey going to have a really good chance at a medal as well at 1 under par. Abraham Answer from Mexico. Great to see him participating. Phenomenal player out of Mexico. I'm a big fan personally of Alex Noren as well from Sweden. I'd love to see him, and I almost wanted Henrik Stenson to be back from Sweden because he was defending as a silver medalist. Would have been really nice to see him. Anaban Lahiri doing great things out of India. One of the best players, if not the best, out of India. And that's wonderful to see him there. Rory Sabatini, like we were talking about before, from Slovakia. Even Mac Hughes is out there, just got his day started from Canada. So we're going to see a lot of players that are really pushing the boundaries here. 3, 4, 5 under par right now, early in the day. I would not be surprised to see a 7, 8 under par. We've got Xander Schauffele going here on the par 5, hitting his second shot, 586 yards, and he's hitting a wood. You know these holes are long when these guys are hitting their woods in for the second shot. And it's there's a couple par 5s out here that are really going to be tough to get. Xander goes ahead and puts it right on the green, maybe the back fringe. Wonderful shot. That should get him to at least 2 under par, looking at 3 under par, and pushing USA towards the gold medal position. Very excited. See.
Oh yeah. Joaquin. That's a cool name.
Joaquin Niemann. Joaquin.
Xander Schauffele's a pretty young guy. He's 27 years old.
Yep.
He's only a year older than I am. It was funny. I was listening to his press conference with Colin Morikawa, and he made it seem like he was like ages and ages older than Colin. But I'm like, Colin's pretty close in age, I'd say, right? What's he in his young 20s,
So
23,
so
24,
there's
something like
to
that?
me there's age, and then there's like having won a PGA championship a few years ago, having lost to Tiger at the 19 Masters and been through that, having played in all the championships he's been through. I know it's like a couple year difference, but I think in the PGA
Yeah.
Tour for maturity, you're going to take like the
Oh yeah.
experience that Xander has
Experience.
is huge. Absolutely
Yeah,
huge.
you're right. Experience over age, but I thought Xander looked pretty old. Not gonna lie, I thought he was like in his 30s, but when he said he was like 27, I was like, oh,
Yeah, for sure.
you
He's
don't
a
look like you're a year older than me, but okay. But I
gun.
also look 12, so there's that too. The perks of being Asian, you know?
You know?
It's gonna be good when I'm 60. I'll be looking
Paul
21.
Casey here pouring in a putt. So he's going to be moving up the leaderboard there at 2 under par. I'm telling you, Paul Casey, great choice. Paul is just a steady golfer. Really, really good in the tournaments that matter.
Hey Matt, what's that tape on their their fingers that they always wear. I always see Tiger wear it in his like middle finger. I see JT's wearing some tape.
Yeah, it's
Is it
like
like
for
a
a
grip thing?
callus. Yeah, it's a callus sort of
Oh,
thing. I think I see a lot of
okay.
these players I mean, so for anyone who has played golf before, maybe your first time you go out there and your hands get pretty hate to use the word raw, but
But
you're
pretty beat
using new
up.
muscles, and so
Mhm.
with that happening, picture going and playing. So what these guys are doing, and gals for that matter, is they're warming up beforehand, probably spending an hour and 30 minutes before they're around warming up. Then they're going out and playing for 5 hours. And then they're probably hitting balls for another hour or so afterwards, 4 or 5 times a week. Um,
Mhm.
your hands physically, it will take a toll, and sometimes
Mhm.
your skin might rip a little bit. I know it's a little graphic, but just as I mean, you can look at gymnasts, you can look at like CrossFit athletes are another good example of it. But just a little bit of tape to protect your skin a little bit when it needs to heal. Yeah, like
Mhm.
a bricklayer, Derek. It's true though. It's a lost art having. I know my dad has hands like that. He just has no feeling in them at all. Just puts he runs his water, his hands under the hot water, and I'm like, you don't feel a thing, do you? Because I go and touch it, and I get burnt right away.
Mhm.
But my dad does not seem to care.
Right.
It's
That's how
got
you
like some
get in the
seasoned hands
kitchen.
for sure.
When I worked in the kitchens for a while, I worked at Disney World, did some internships. I worked at country clubs. And man, these chefs' hands, they were so um, broken in, if you will, that
Yeah,
like they could touch sizzle platters without even thinking about it. They just like grab it. I'm
I
like,
can't
whew.
imagine that. Yeah.
I was just like, that's not the life for me, but that's pretty cool that you can do that.
It is. It's honestly it's cool because if like an immediate sensation of burning for me is like they don't even feel.
Hmm. It's almost like a badge of honor, though, to be real. Like, I'm sure the
Yeah.
calluses for golfers and like gymnasts alike are badges of honor because you're working that hard to in
Yeah, in a
whatever
sense,
you're doing,
for sure.
you know. At least the scars and cuts and bruises in the kitchen were badges of honor.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working like a pizza station or something, you get them all
Yeah.
burned up on your forearms and everything. I have a few of them, and I was just like, yeah, no big deal. I got this one from Disney,
Yeah, right.
you know,
I feel you
flexing
too
on
with
them.
the so working at Top Golf, there was a lot of people who were playing for like the first time and they would pick up a club, they're like, "Oh, my hands are like really sore." They're like, "How do you get over that?" I was like, "Look at my hands, you know. They just have calluses in the most perfect places." And it only comes
Hmm.
through playing that
Hmm.
you're going to see
Right?
that.
So true. Why am I struggling here trying to get back to our live feed for the back end of it?
Yeah. Players out here on the battlefield this week. Hideki stepping up to the par 3 seventh, 223 yards. Making a comment recently about all these super long par 3s. Almost mini par 4s in a sense. I know we played a local course here. We played the Links the other day. We played the back tees, and some of the par 3s are just, I mean, 225, 236. Like, what happened to 156 yards and hit it
Hmm.
close or hit it in the bunker? It's
Seriously.
tough. And we got Victor Hovland,
Can't,
who's teeing off now, starting his, just became an Olympian. So good for him by teeing off. I'd love to see a great showing out of him for his country.
and Cammy Smith too, by the way.
Yeah,
Look at that flow.
I
Oh
know. It's
my
impressive.
goodness.
Yeah, you
That
can't.
is quite the
He's got
flow.
to like brand a hat. Ian Poulter kind of has the hair. Cameron Smith has the hair, and
He's been rocking it for a little while
I
too.
know it's
Good for him.
incredible. He's got all the colors too. He's looking great out there.
Wanna Fans wanna know when are you growing that man bun, Matt?
I will grow a man bun the same time that CJ grows a beard. You think I can rock a man bun? I don't know.
I think if we move to Hawaii, for sure.
I don't know.
Pick up some surfing, but I can't picture you with a man bun.
Yeah, it'd have to be a lifestyle thing.
That's what I'm saying. Hawaii, relax,
Yeah.
shaka bruh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because like with me now, I'm golf polo Maddie with you
Right?
know,
He's the
I
he's
just
the goodest
I just
boy.
shaved, got my look about me. I'm sticking to it. Sticking to it. Such a wonderful
He's
course
the
so far.
goodest man. Kasumigaseki Country Club. Try and say that like 10 times fast.
Yeah, we're calling it Club K for this week. I think that's an easy go to. Welcome to Club K.
Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the good burger. Can I take your order?
Sure. I will have. Xander's climbing up that leaderboard.
Woo. Oh man, Richardson, they keep showing that commercial and it keeps hitting me hard right here.
Yeah.
Shikari.
Yeah,
Oh
so CJ's
man.
talking
Next.
about one of the track athletes that were supposed to be really favorites in like the 100 meter and the 200 meter for the women. And
Mhm. Mhm.
she was is the technical term banned for this year? Suspended?
Suspended, I think.
Yeah.
Suspended, yeah, unfortunately. Her ban would have ended right before the 100-meter, her signature event, but unfortunately, because of um, her reasonings, I'm sure people know, her birth mother passed away, and the news of finding that out, she had smoked some marijuana, but it was legal in the state that she was doing it in. And then when she went to get a drug test a week later, um, it came back positive. So,
Yeah.
I mean, she understood what she was doing, and
Yeah.
she apologized to
She's a
her
young
fans and
girl.
everything.
She'll,
But she'll
hopefully we'll
bounce
see her
back.
next
Yeah.
Olympics,
Do we both like crazy golf? What does that mean? What's
I'll
like
play any
crazy
sort
golf?
of golf, honestly. I read that.
We
I was
we
like, oh,
play
sure.
we play everybody's golf. We play Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods.
And
Ooh,
certainly love
I'm
to get
gonna
on the
get
course too, Derek. Certainly love getting
I'm
on the
gonna get
course.
I'm gonna get Mario Golf for the new Nintendo Switch that just came out. I would love to stream that. That'd be a lot of fun on like a Friday night stream, a little bit of Mario Golf, like a little tournament championship. I'd be
Yeah,
down.
I'll take you on the course.
Oh, Wii Golf, I'm good at that. All right, back to the action here. Who's that, Rory? No.
Roy will be out here shortly.
There he is. Roars. Without the hat, the signature hat,
I know,
I
I
was
love
reading
him
how
without that.
he doesn't like to wear a hat, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he
It
just gets
just
paid
goes
too
to show
much to
how
not wear
big.
it at the PGA.
I was gonna
That's too
say it
funny.
just goes to show how much they're really getting paid, and that it helps so much with everything.
Yeah, it's they certainly have a skill, and it's cool to see in the Olympics. I really appreciated watching Rory in the Ryder Cup as well
Hmm.
because he shows up with this look, no hat, and he just goes out and plays. Because I'm with him. I
Yeah. I mean, you're a no hack guy too. Most of the time on the course, I feel like I see you.
Yeah. I think it's
Just
hard
like
for
a
I think it'd be hard for me long term to like not wear a hat all the time because I like to protect
the
myself from the
sun.
sun for sure. I just think
Yeah.
it's smart. Um, I could be totally wrong, but I'm with him. I do feel that. Oh, the putting game. Oh my gosh, Derek, maybe I think over here in the States, we call it mini golf, the putting game at the resorts, right? CJ, that makes sense to you?
Oh, I think so,
How
right?
cool.
That's just
Derek,
like
thank you for
the
sharing.
mini putt.
Yeah, crazy
That's
golf.
awesome.
Crazy golf. I like that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to start calling it crazy golf. We call it mini golf.
That's like
That's awesome.
that's like when I found out that someone on the PJ Tour called a grilled cheese grilled toasty, and now I
Yeah,
just want to refer to them as grilled
right.
toasties.
I know. Oh yeah. Yeah, for crazy golf, I've got a little bit of work to do. I think I probably just stand and maybe play a little more. Maybe I look too much into it. I'm looking for the break, and when I don't get it, it's like I get
You're
frustrated.
like you're like it should have done this.
Oh, you should have seen me on the course the other day. I made everything, but there were a couple putts that just broke last second, and I'm passionate about making putts, and you know, I think as a golfer, when you execute a shot and it doesn't, the terrain doesn't do what you thought it would do, you did everything you could. You just miscalculated some things, and the inches
Mm.
that golf comes down to. As we go to Cameron Smith at the first, hitting his approach shot, just a little bit long, but a decent look at birdie, maybe 25 feet or so. Excited to see his
Tyler
championship.
Sutton.
I like the young players out here. I think someone like a Cameron Smith is really going to come out and shoot a number. I mean, we're seeing numbers like this already, 5 under par, making the turn. So I really think an 8 under is out there today. And I would not be surprised if you saw the leader at the end of the day to be
Oh,
um, 7 or 8 for sure.
Thomas Peters sinking a huge birdie putt. That was the guy who lipped out, Matt. It was a good call. I don't know who that person is. I can't say I've seen his name. Jason Day play?
He is not. He would be playing for Australia. You have Cameron Smith
Yeah.
and Mark Leishman who are playing for
Oh,
Australia. Yep.
gotcha. Oh, our boy Colin with Rory. Whoop, 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 whoop. Here we go.
Yeah, that'll be a nice
This is what
nice
we've been
group.
waiting for. Look at this guy looking all serious. All right, call. I feel like I totally called it too, by the way, on our last stream, or actually a few streams, our first stream, the British Open, our second stream, I was like, well, I didn't call, but I said I wanted Colin to win. And what's his name? Who was gosh, I'm blanking on his name. It was three of them who were tied, Matt. Who was it?
What are you
Louis
talking about?
Oosthuizen. I got it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
I bet you Rory will beat Colin today. But I do think
Nah.
Colin, I don't know. I got Rory today. I'm just having a feeling that I'm going with. And Sung Jae Im too. Don't count him out either. I'm curious to see how the locale plays a factor into players that are from Asia. Do you feel more comfortable being in somewhat of a local environment? I don't know. I think someone like I've been telling you all week, Siwoo Kim, I really, really think that he's going to have a really solid tournament. He shows up for certain ones for sure, and he's obviously got the game, just like a lot of these players out here. and I really think you'll see him later on.
Mm.
Colin's got his
Calling on
trusty
the
3-wood.
tee.
He's been doing so well with his club.
Yeah, he just kind of got it in the rough a little bit, but that's all right. It looks like he can get out nicely. And then Rory on the tee.
Yeah, Rory's gonna be
Right in the fairway, yeah. Oh yeah, he's looking safe.
yeah, Colin looks like in a little bit of
Oh
trouble on the first hole.
yeah.
He's right next to a tree.
Some
Oh.
JM. Hey, kitty cat. Who's the other one?
Yeah,
This is
Derek,
the
I think there's
chonky
more
one.
more pressure. So it's like certainly a factor, right? So there's like more pressure on the home person, but you see Hideki's doing really well at 3 under par right now. Um, I think it could be like something that motivates a player, which is a little funky to say because there's not much of a crowd. I was telling CJ before, I'd love to see seas of people, just tons of people. But we're going through what we're going through now, and this will only continue to grow. I think it's actually really cool because at the last Olympics in Rio, there was the Zika virus was going on, and there wasn't a huge crowd or anything. There were some fans for sure, and now you've got no patrons out there. So I feel like we're kind of starting from scratch in a sense, kind of build up the Olympic tradition of golf. And I think that more so than anything is what I'm excited to be a part of. Just that I really truly feel like we're witnessing a little bit of history, and it's cool to watch golf show up in the Olympics. And you got Cameron Smith draining his birdie on the first hole. Beautiful putt. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Cameron Smith 6-7 under par at the end of the day. I know he's got the game for it. He looks very relaxed out there. Rory looks pretty relaxed out there. He's good in events like this. No hat Rory. That's what we're going to root for. We'll see him. We'll probably see no hat Rory again in a few weeks at Whistling Straits for the Ryder Cup, which I'm very excited for.
Oh yeah,
That
that'd
is
be good.
just around the corner. And the Solheim.
I have the medal count here real quick. Japan's leading the pack with 13 gold medals. China right behind them with 12, and the United States with 11. Those are the top three right now with the highest gold medals. But USA has a grand total of 31 overall medals between bronze, silver, and gold.
Yep.
Just a little recap for you all. Just a little recap for you all. My two favorite countries, China and US.
Paul Casey here on the 8th hole, a par 5, a putt for eagle. I don't think you're going to see a ton of eagles drop this week. They're going to be few and far between. Some of these par 5s. 600 and some odd yards. Oh my goodness. A long way. A long way, ladies and gentlemen. Because, of course, we have locally here that has a par 5 that's 690 yards from the tips. I mean, it's almost 2 layup shots. Almost 2 layup shots. Usually, not many people playing it from back. Anyone who's playing it back there, it's almost 2 layup shots.
As Vacation Maddie says, we didn't come all this way to lay up.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched any of our vlogs, our first few videos, they're hilarious. When we played the Legends in South Carolina, you should check that one out. That's a gem. If you ever want a good laugh, you can go watch that video.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that in like a year or two and just have a cringe fest on how far we've come.
Yeah,
trying to
we're
take
still in. I
control.
feel like we're still in those growing phases for sure with our videos, where we're just kind of figuring out what's working for us.
Derek, I'm with you for China. Derek's saying I'm surprised China doesn't have a lot of golf professionals.
Mm,
I mean, you see with the ladies how good South Korea is, how
yeah,
good Japan, China, and it doesn't translate
Korea.
one to
They're
one for the men. And I'm curious what the factor is there because I do believe that there is a very similar opportunity. I don't think that there's more tours for the guys. I just think it's interesting. It's a good point to bring up
Yeah, because they dominate the ladies tour,
for
and
sure.
it's interesting why that is.
Colin's about to hit his approach shot here. He's tied to the tree a little bit. Should have a little bit of a swing though. And a pretty straight runway up until the flag. It's a good way to settle down. You know, you just got to get your first couple holes out of the way. Just settle
Same with
yourself in
Rory,
a little bit.
just getting it out of there too, pitching it out. Oh, you know who I was thinking about who is a no hat squad person as well? Is he still on tour? Ollie Schneiderjans?
I haven't seen him recently, but I wouldn't doubt it.
I haven't seen
Ollie's
him.
got a pretty good
Yeah,
game.
right. He's
It's
got a good
true.
game, but I always recognize him because he never had a hat. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. He's got a good flow on it, you know? Don't want to ruin the flow with the Nike logo.
Yeah, right.
Right? I don't want to be sponsored. I want to be a free agent.
Yeah, it was only a couple of weeks ago that I realized that Brooks was the term is brand agnostic when it comes to
Mm,
drivers. And I
hmm
thought that was interesting. You know, how come you couldn't go out and just hit what you hit? And I thought that was fascinating.
So interesting how people are tied to brands. Like when I think about Puma, immediately I think about Ricky Fowler, Bryson DeChambeau. And then when I think about Nike, I think about Tiger and Rory, and it's interesting. Serena Williams. I'd like to be sponsored by Adidas, like Danielle Kang.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go with Adidas for clothing as well.
They have
And
some really nice
and Arnold
things.
Palmer spiked, which brings us up to our first commercial, right? No, I'm just
Right. Our first
the
commercial
king
is for
one day.
right,
We'll enjoy
right
the
here.
action for now and bring you guys the most of it. Speaking of bringing you guys the most of it, let's do a little. What do you say, CJ? A little chip for chat.
Ooh, yeah. Let's show the 27 people in the stream here.
Do
Oh,
a little chip for
26
chat
going
right
down.
now.
No,
Seeing them there. Get everything together. Hit a couple chips. See.
I believe in you. I'm just rubbing my cat's belly over here. She needs some attention. We got all sorts of entertainment over here. Cats and solo cups.
Got 4 shots. See if we
See,
can't get a couple. Magic
see
cup.
you guys. First time he did this,
One
he
for
got like two. I think he got 4 for 4 in, and then
guys.
he wasn't recording it. Oh, there you
Two.
go.
How does that look? How that lit back? Oh, he left his shirt. All right, 50%. Made the first two.
Nice.
Ah, all right. What we got? Little chip for chat. Starting to like that segment.
Nice. I like it. Nice job there.
Tommy Fleetwood next on the tee, right next to Shane Lowry. This is a big group heading off the tee right now. I really think you could see a gold medal or a silver, any sort of medal coming out of this group. Patrick Reed rounding it off. A last minute addition to the Olympics with Bryson not competing. And you got the practice green is right next to the tee box too. I do find that fascinating. You don't see a ton of that. I
feel
really like
like
that look.
I feel like Derek is like one of those students who is so studious in class who would always raise his hand because he's the only person in the chat right now, and the
I
whole
know, a
crowd
lot
is
of
just waiting for
participation.
his
It's
answers.
awesome.
It's
Yeah, tons
funny.
of people
No,
here.
I
We'd
love
love to
it.
hear who you are, where you're
I
from, kind of
appreciate
what your 2 cents is on the Olympics, and
it.
you know, this is one big community. We you know, if we need an introduction, my name is Matt, and I'll let CJ introduce herself after me. But I've been playing golf for, gosh, 16, 17 years or so. I just absolutely love it. I've played professionally for a little bit and continue to play at an amateur status, and just truly happy to be a part of the game of golf, doing whatever we can to move the game forward. And I'm here just to facilitate all this and bring us all together. And I think the more that we can learn about each other, the better off this whole chat will be, and this whole community. And I'll let CJ introduce herself as well.
I love it. Thank you, Matt. And my name is CJ. I am Matt's better half, and that's my better half. We are that golf couple. No, I'm just kidding. But I've been playing for about 5, 6 years, and I really got into golf in my later years, in my last year of college. And I played for my university and got encouraged to play. Um, and I really enjoyed it. It was a great experience. It was free golf. Um, I still shoot in the mid low 100s, so I'm just trying to work on my game a lot more. And I'm a part of the LPGA Amateur Association, so it's a great way for either newcomers in golf or people who have been golfing for a while to build a community of ladies who love to golf. And we're actually golfing on August 7th is our next match play against the New Jersey chapter for the LPGA amateurs. So I'm really excited about that, see how I play competitively, and just really try to do my best out there. And I love the sport. It's a great way to connect with people. And you may not remember me for my golf, but you may remember me by my attitude on the golf course. And I try and stay composed as much as I can and just keep a friendly face out there and work hard. So yeah.
I love it.
And here's my little kitty cat right next to
And
me.
that's my little kitty cat.
That's
where
my
CJ
girl.
goes at the end of the day. She has her children that she tends to. As
Don't
Colin
we all?
puts together his par for the first hole. That'll settle down the nerves. Hit it in the woods, chip it out, get it close, get it in. Rory has a putt from even closer for his par. That'd be great to see the three of these guys walk off this hole. A little bit of momentum. Save the pars. Move on. Big group here. Big group here, and right behind them, Patrick Reed, Tommy Fleetwood. You know, I'm very excited to see all of them play today. Yeah, I think Rory is gonna post a like a 4, 5, 6, 7 under, and I think Cameron Smith as well will do a nice score out there as well. . Competition snooker, Derek. Like pool, very cool. You know, that's really interesting. CJ caddied for me recently at a local amateur tournament, and we met someone after the round who was talking about that he played semi-professional pool as well. And I noticed as well, as just a total amateur when it comes to pool, that there are a lot of components and angles that I see in pool that show up very similar in golf. I think so in putting as well. Great short game, but fail drastically driving the ball. I feel like that's been me recently too, Derek. And Will, um, we have a video on our channel that goes through specifically how you can do that. You can go to peacock.tv and they're going to have a free trial, and also Fubo has a free trial as well. At the end of the day, it's the golf channel that is putting on the production, and like we're doing a through Fubo ourselves, just personally as consumers. So you can try those out, and I'm sure there's a golf channel service as well that will get you in the door to be able to watch, even if it is for these 6, 7, 8 days that we're going to be uh, doing this. Actually, it'd be closer to 10 days because they have 2 days in between. So you can check that out. Let us know, Will, because I want to make sure you're able to watch this as well. It's going to be a really just a phenomenal championship. But yeah, you can check out that video on our channel, and we go over specifically where you can go to watch the event. Yeah, UK is not going to show golf. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because it is Golf Channel. I'm curious. It's just at the end of the day, it's Golf Channel that's covering it, because I think there's a lot of events that we're missing too. I can only imagine how many TV crews that is to capture each sport, and how frantically they're moving around to set up for the next one. So I can appreciate NBC for putting on the Olympics, but you know, Will, I'm with you as a golf fan. I want to make sure that we're all able to watch. Can't be missing any action, you know.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I mean, look at Hideki climbing the leaderboard right now, putting on a showing, 4 under through 8. That's, you know, that's a really good start. I think, you know, something 5, 6, 7 under par will just keep him nice, cool, calm, and collected. It's a wonderful start. You know, this tournament could get to a point where, you know, they're pushing 20, 22 under par if this rate is kept up for sure. I mean, you're going to see the leader after today is probably going to be around 8, I would say, which is incredible for to shoot a 63. Shows you the talent level that's out here at the Olympics. Bravo. Bravo. And then what is really unique about this event is I'm excited to see how the ladies stack up as well, and how they play the same course, and what their scoring is like, and how do they approach the course, and what are some of the differences that we'll see. Yeah, we
Right,
had
that will be
Justin
interesting.
Rose, Will, who won gold last time. Henrik Stenson won silver, and then Matt Kuchar won the bronze, which none of them are in the Olympics, so we'll have no repeats. But a brand new story to be told this year at Club K in Japan. Very excited.
And Patrick Reed is a returning golfer for the U.S. team. He was in Rio, no? Right, Matt?
I don't know that 100%. I know Ricky
I'm
was
pretty sure
there.
he
I know
did.
Matt Kuchar was there. I would double check your.
I
I'm just
gotcha.
not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure he was. Let me see.
Yeah, Will, that last day of that tournament was phenomenal in Rio at the. Is it called the Olympic Club? That they built for the Olympics. That to me was a pretty cool start. And just, I mean, it's brand new golf. It's like another Masters. It's a tournament all in its own. It's not like a Ryder Cup. It's not like a President's Cup. It's got that feel to like a Ryder Cup, but it's its own how could you compare the Masters to anything? It's its own tournament.
Mhm.
Abraham
And
Answer
that
on the 10th hole, the par 3. For his birdie, he's 2 under par at the moment, and he holds that to get to 3 under par, making a move. Making a move for Mexico. Look at Mexico up here on the leaderboard. He's an
and
answer. I love it.
I have the statistics from the 2016 golf team in Rio. So it was Bubba Watson. It was Ricky Fowler, Patrick Reed, and Matt Kuchar. They were on the men's team for the U.S.
Patrick, he's like Captain America. DJ, did you see the drones in the opening ceremony? Derek was asking. I don't think I did. I saw a little bit. I remember when you say drones, I
Oh, I
think of like
did.
China, but CJ will know.
I did actually. I watched them live. Um, it was amazing. It was like at night, and they were making the symbol of like the Olympics
That's cool.
in drones, and they were
Yeah,
moving around, like not the rings itself, but they were doing a like, if you look at, one of our thumbnails, I have Colin Morikawa on there, and then there's like an Olympic logo. They were doing like kind of like the drone of that,
very
if I'm not
nice. Yeah, I'll
mistaken,
have to watch
and
it.
just like a bunch of things, and it's so fascinating to me. But like I said in past videos, I think the 2008 Olympics in Beijing just set the stage, set the standard so high for future Olympics and opening ceremonies to come, because they used all people. It was very, very minimal electronics to
Sure.
move certain things, and it was just so fascinating how people can do that. Of course, there's going to be human error, but the fact that they could do that and pull it off, it was so cool.
You had to coordinate all those drones. I've seen them set up events like that. Impressive. Very impressive. To get like several hundred drones to coordinate and not run into each other. Yeah, I'll write a
I
code for
know,
that.
right? Seriously.
Bravo. Bravo.
Matt, Will has a really good question in the chat. Why don't more tour players go to the Olympics?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, we can really hash that one out a little bit. I mean, I know I have just my small opinion about it. I can kind of come up with my thoughts on it. And then CJ, you and I can certainly talk about it, and anybody in the chat who wants to weigh in on this. I think this is a really good topic to talk about. And I'll start it off by saying, as a fan, I watched the Masters, I watched the US Open, the British, the Ryder Cup, all these great events because of their rich history, number one. But I think more importantly, because the best players in the world get together and they duke it out, and I think that's what makes the tournament great. And I would really like to see the best of the best come out here. I mean, there's a number of players, and personally, I'm not going to name names and uh, say, oh, here's Patrick Reed playing lefty out on the first hole here, hitting a pretty solid chip shot. That was impressive. Just want to say that before. But I do want to see this event grow. I do want to see this event get bigger and bigger, and I want to see the best players come out. Just selfishly as a fan, I think so. Um, I do think it's challenging with everything four pros are being asked to do, and I think an example would be, you see Rory playing without a hat. There's no money in events like this, so you're not obligated by your sponsors to make any sort of participation there. So they are required to play in some tournaments. They do kind of set their schedule ahead of time. Not that you couldn't anticipate an event like this. Um, but as a professional, and Derek, I see you just talking about it used to be just amateurs. As a professional, there's a lot of obligations that come with the FedEx Cup, with the race to Dubai that they're doing over in Europe, and to balance all of that, just taking a trip to Japan for an event is a big thing. You would see there's a WGC event that they do in China, and it's an event to get out there for sure. It's an absolute event to get out there, and it interferes in a sense with their ongoing schedule already. And I think that can weigh on a golfer a lot. I think we look at it as fans that it's a luxury to be able to play, and it's like, oh, big deal. You just have to go play in Japan. Where the truth is, going and doing this physically is hard at the level that they're doing it. And there's a proper preparation that comes into it. And I think that they want to keep the integrity of that. And if they just played in everything, I'm sure you all remember Vijay Singh, who just played in every event. He played 53 weeks a year. And just, I mean, he's rewritten some rules in terms of fitness. I think he's done just as much for fitness as Tiger has for the game of golf. And I know he's not going to be really touted as much, just like Tiger was, but he certainly has had some records out there. He's just been going strong for so long. And the truth is, it takes a toll on their bodies no matter how young they are. I think they do have to make that decision. And with nothing on the line, there's only a very select few guys out there that do not have to worry about their tour cards, that do not have to worry about this or that. It's just not a priority right now. I do, however, believe that in the next 8, 12, 16 years, you're going to see a group of golfers come out that almost prioritize the Olympics more so than they do major championships and or Ryder Cups / President's Cups, depending on where you are from. It's an event that happens once every 4 years, and you can have a maximum of 4 people from your country at this point. And so with that being the format, I don't know what the factor is, but it's over 10 times as exclusive than the Ryder Cup. And so I would not be surprised. See, and that's why I say I'm so excited about the Olympics as a tradition, is because we're in the stages where you could have someone go out and win 2, 3, 4 gold medals in their career. And that's really, truly a possibility, that someone just like a Michael Phelps comes out here and just wins Olympics and always just like, this is my event. And maybe they're an amateur golfer too. And I don't know that that's like no one's done it, but I'm not saying that it's kind of like a rule right now, is the best players play on the PGA Tour. And I just, as a golf fan, I'm proud that we play really solid golf here in the United States. I hope, as a true fan of golf, that that's kind of democratized in the sense that you have really good players coming out of South Korea. You have really good players coming out of Mexico and Chile and Japan and all of these places. I just think that's good for the sport. As we're watching somebody lip out from the fairway here, that was impressive. I mean, we've seen like 3 iron shots that have lipped out from the fairway. I had about 25 feet of backspin on it. That's something else. So that's my 2 cents on it. I think it's a lot to ask these golfers of. But I really think that you're going to see, I think it'll just take a little more time than I expect. I'll just say that I expect to build it up into the tradition that I hope it will turn into, because it's an exclusive event. Very exclusive event.
Roars on the tee here. He looks almost so bare without that hat. It's so
I know.
funny seeing him.
I like the old
like
hair.
I'm like, who? It's a oh, right, like the big
Imagine,
curls, like
imagine.
the big fro. He had such a big fro back in the day.
That'd be good.
Colin on the tee here. He's at even on a par 4.
And Will,
Look at
my
this nice driver here.
favorite American golfer. I mean, in the Olympics, right now, I'm going to go with Colin. I just think what he did at the British was absolutely brilliant. Um, it's hard to root against anybody, truly. I mean, I love what Bryson's doing for the sport. I love watching Brooks and DJ go and hammer it each week. I think right now, just from the recency with Colin doing what he did at the British, was blown away. That was one of those rounds where you watch an entire field struggle and one person is just seems like they're playing a different course, and that was a pleasure to watch. Shows you what this man is made of. Colin striping it down the fairway. 460-yard par 4. That's about average for these guys out here. 460 yards. That's moving it.
Open it. I really like Fowler. I would like to see him really step up a little bit more. He was doing so well in a recent tournament, and then he just fell under again. And I'm like, it's so hard to see, but I'm sure that's how he feels too. He's kind of like going through a phase where Jordan Spieth, he peaked, and now he's just having a really tough point in his career. But I have no doubt that he'll get back to where he's capable of, back inside the top 100, back up to the top 50. Everybody's got their years on tour. This guy's had so many years on tour, so much experience, and I'd really like to see him come out with a W before 2021 ends.
Because he missed the Masters, yeah? It was the Masters that he missed?
He did. He did miss the Masters, and then
Just because of
he
world
fell out of the
ranking.
fell out of the top like 100 for the first time in like I don't even know how long. And it happens. You see it time and time again with like sports.
Which is impressive because I mean, it's like, I think it's easy for us to say because we're, on this side of the action, but someone who has their top, I think about that sometimes, top 100 golfers in the world and the talent level. I mean, if you're top 1,000, I feel like you're either growing and moving up the leaderboard, or I mean, it's to like push at that level and to be that good. It's impressive.
Oh yeah.
And
what time is it for us over
10,
here?
10 p.m. over here in New York.
10 p.m.
3 a.m. Cheers. Cheers to the
Thank you
UK
guys
crowd and everybody else who's staying up
watching
late to
us.
watch this incredible
I
sport.
see all you guys over there. Where are we watching from? Shout out your country. Shout out your state.
Yeah, I'm curious where everybody's from. We're from New York over here. New York, USA.
Derek, I use Callaway clubs. I just bought myself a set 2 years ago. They're Callaway XROS irons for ladies, and I absolutely love them. And I use a King Cobra 3-wood currently. That one's my favorite club.
Queensland. Awesome. Joseph, welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Reaper. Shoe Reaper. Welcome.
Sussex. Oh, Suffolk. I thought it said Sussex.
Hour from London.
East England.
Beautiful.
Very cool.
I'd love to go to Australia too, play a little bit of golf out there.
Right.
I'm sure you're proud to have Cameron Smith and Mark Leishman on your team for Australia. We'll give the Aussies a
Mhm.
shout out there. Strong
Right.
team, very strong team for men and women.
Yeah.
The women are going to have a very strong team out of Australia as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What
CJ hits
kind
her
of
three
clubs you
wood
playing with there, Matt?
pretty well. I've got Tour Edge, Exotic, Woods that I play with. I recently broke my M2 driver, but that's okay because I've been hitting the 3 wood plenty, which is nice.
Right.
Um,
Drivers are so overrated now.
it's the
We only
course.
use our 3 woods.
If I were playing a course like this, it would help to have the extra 15, 20 yards or so. If it's at that right now. And then I've got Mizuno MP59 irons. And yeah, I've got my bag is all over the place. Pat from Thailand, welcome. That's so cool.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, well, that's awesome about courses in England. Because I think what CJ and I miss a little bit, and most of New York golfers will tell you this, and for the East Coast for the most part, is we miss a lot of links courses. We're super fortunate, and I actually played yesterday on a links course, the links at Unionvale, which is a tremendous course. Very challenging, super fast greens, different course every time you play it. I love the variety of it. It's more. How would you describe the courses here? I mean, we'll call them traditional, but I mean, you got trees kind of lining the fairways in some places. Only really bunkers up by the no bunkers in the middle of the fairway, sort of gigs.
Yeah, no, nothing
And
that challenging.
pretty soft courses as well. DJ, what's your handicap? Will is asking.
Oh my. 28, but let's just throw that out there. Matt, what's your handicap?
It's getting lower and lower. I shot 75 when I played the links the other day. 1 under par on the front, and then 3 over on the back. I had a double, which was kind of hurt. Baylor, our channel is about the love of the game and being able to just share a lot of. More recently, it's been about these championships. We love the tradition of the game. We love telling the story. And for anybody who's not able to maybe watch it, who wants to tune in, come hang out. We're all about just having a good time and sharing the love, seeing where you guys are from. Let's just love talking about golf. We were talking about our handicaps. I'm curious, so I'm going to ask everyone in the chat what your guys' handicaps are. And if there's any non-golfers out there, I'm going to want to encourage you guys to go out and play at least once. Give it a try. Go to what we call the range. I don't know if it's called anything different throughout the world, but I want to accommodate my global crowd here. But yeah, we just
with a clutch
love this
putt.
game. Let's go USA. 7 under through 15. I'm telling you. Thomas Peters, 4 under par. Sander, 3 under. Paul Casey, Eddie, 3 under par. The brilliant production they do. The Golf Channel.
I was gonna say, Matt, even though I'm a 28 handicap and you're like a 2, we still win tournaments when Matt and I are paired up together.
Yeah, we do.
We've won a tournament together.
Yeah, we did.
So it's been a lot of fun. We're gonna play that again this year in September, right around Labor Day.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Or actually, no, Memorial Day.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Memorial
It's
Day,
just
man.
late September, 3rd week of September.
How
about your picks this week?
Hopefully,
Baylor's
we'll
asking.
What are your picks there?
My picks, I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm a selfish USA fan, and I'm hoping for a USA sweep. But outside of that, I genuinely think A lot of countries from Asia will do well. I really think like Siwoo Kim will do all right. I haven't seen him at all yet. I think Rory will do really well. I thought John Rahm was the guy to beat. Um, but he won't be competing. I mean, Hideki's been doing all right so far. It's I was telling CJ there's probably, I mean, close to 24 people that could win a medal here because it's such a brand new event and we're going to see some different golf this week. And I think we'll see some of the usuals up top, but I think we'll also see some new players as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see like a Siwoo Kim or a Hideki up there. Huge for Japan. I think just being a fan of the game, the fact that they're in Japan, I'd love to see a local win a medal there for their country. I think that would be huge. Yeah, it'll be exciting. How about you guys? Anyone in the chat? Anyone you guys are looking forward to watching?
Mm, buffering a little bit there.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Ooh, Rory with another clutch putt. Gosh, it's so nice seeing these pros
I
sink
know.
it like in their sleep. CJ, you could beat me up blindfolded after watching you play. Oh my God, Derek, you too much. You're too funny.
And Pat, I'd love to play in Thailand. That would just be probably.
That would be sweet. We'd love to take our channel global, you guys. That golf couple plays Thailand,
I know.
plays England. We'll do some Airbnbs around the world, meet some fans. That'd be so much fun.
For sure.
Friends of the channel.
I know, right? That would be pretty cool.
Just experience it. Do
Because
any of you guys in the chat play with your significant others? Does anybody have a partner? Let me know.
and yes, there are absolutely Canadian golfers in this event. Let's check them out on the leaderboard. Corey Connors, who personally I'm not too worried about, who's at even par through 9 holes. I know he's got the game to turn it on for sure. And Mac Hughes as well just started his day even through 5. Canada's got a very strong team. 2 of them have done well in the majors, and I would not be surprised to see them doing that. Siwoo Kim, 1 over par through 4, proving me wrong so far, but don't worry, we'll get it together. It's a long golf tournament, 4 days. 4 days is a treat. It's nice when you have 4 days of golf. My goodness, you can be so patient out there. Hey CJ, you got me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's coming on through.
Yeah, I'm keeping my finger on the pulse.
Oh yeah. Refresh the page there. We're good. We're good.
Nice. Yeah, maybe we'll move this stream into the other room.
Yeah, we'll experiment in the blue room this weekend.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, my headphones are turning down. What's happening? Do.
Do.
One moment.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I gotcha. We are live.
1 second.
Curious what the Paralympics would look like for golf. Imagine that though. Golf Paralympics. That's pretty cool. Actually, really cool. Even just a few countries to be able to participate in that. Outstanding. Outstanding. This. Boom. Yeah, Thomas
Yeah, I'm here,
Peters
Matt.
out there making a run. I love no hat, Rory. I might just
I'm gonna let them charge for a little bit. So
okay, perfect.
I'll let you take on the
237
mic
yard R3. That's impressive. And Rory sticks it. Got about 15 feet. Who's hitting iron? 240 yards. I am impressed. Hideki on the 10th hole. Par 3. Putting for birdie. Pretty long putt. Very long putt. He will, looks like he'll secure his par. About 2.5 feet left for par. Oh, yeah. Seven under par. And I haven't seen Raka outside of the Olympics. This will be my first time really seeing him compete. And to be leading the Olympics so early. Beautiful. I like how they have some of the names of the countries on their backs. Annabon Lahiri, same way. Cool to see him pouring in a putt. Yeah, Xander Schauffele up there in 4th place. 3 under par. Moving right along. Go USA. Mexico making a good showing out here. Both tied for 4th at 3 under par. 4 off the lead. Yeah, very cool to see. I know, Pat, I've got like a 2-wood and a 4-wood for my woods. I'd be using that 4-wood for sure. Ain't no way I'm hitting a 4-iron. You know, I might lay up in the front bunker or something like that, and that's a tough shot to like take a little bit off a wood if you need to at 200 and some odd yards. Yeah, what these guys are doing with the golf ball is pretty impressive for sure. British Wazowski, there's South Korea. I haven't seen any sometimes in the past it's been like the Republic of Korea, I believe. Or there's like an Olympic committee how not Japan, Russia has the Olympic Committee of Russia competing. They had a ban a couple years ago and are now an Olympic Committee. Yeah, it's very, very exciting to see. Wazowski, I was talking about doing like you know how they have the Champions Tour in for golf? I think it'd be so cool to have like a Champions division. You don't have to call it Champions. You could just call it like 50 plus. It could be like one of the only events. I don't know of any other events that do an age sort of brackets. But I mean, you can have like a Bernhard Langer come out here and compete. I wouldn't mind him going against like, I mean, get Phil out here, please. Any way to get Phil out here. Oh my God, Derek is saying that he recorded baseball over a World Series over his wedding video. Oh my God. That's Derek, that is all time. That's pretty funny. I feel like you hear of disasters like that. That's pretty funny. Chinese Taipei, that is Taiwan for sure. Very cool. I know, Will. So Will, you're 16 and just kind of fallen in love with the game. I'd love to kind of pick your brain about where you're at, what you see for your game. You were talking about how Rory, he's special. He's 5'9" and driving at 310. It's so true. It's so true, brother. Look at what Justin Thomas is doing. He's not as big as Rory, and he's hitting it just as far. I think that's really impressive. But Will, for you, how's your game been? Is there anything like you're looking forward to that you're like trying to get better about? I'm always so curious. I've been there before, and I used to coach high school, be the coach of a high school team, and it's just a lot of fun to go through. I'm super happy for you at this time. You know, it's a very important time in your golf career. You're starting so young. And how's India doing? This is how India is doing. Anaban Lahiri, 3 under par. He's a tremendous player here, Anaban. Oh, I guess that's going to take me out of that. Go back to this. But yeah, he's 3 under par, doing super well, just making the turn too. So plenty of golf to be played. India could come home with a medal. I mean, how cool is that? I just, you know, there's players like that, players like Corey Connors and Mackenzie Hughes. Thailand could make a showing. It's incredible. A 200-yard 7-iron. That's awesome, Pat. That's got to be so cool to watch someone hit it so far. I hope he putts just as well. You know, it's funny because I've played with a lot of like true distance players, and they're hitting the ball so far, and then it's like, I just missed my putt. I just missed my putt. I sincerely, I'm telling you, that I do think that Anaban Lahiri could win a medal. Absolutely. You see him competing in major championships. I don't see why this event should be anything different. And there's no real written rules about who wins these championships. Like, you know what I'm saying? Usually you'll have someone competing for the Masters, and you're going to have like a set group of people, but there's so little history to this event that I would not be surprised. Like I was saying, like if a Siwoo Kim wins, if Anaban gets in there. I mean, there's so much talent. I mean, we can go through this talent pool here. There's a lot of really good golfers. Paul Casey for Great Britain. Obviously, Hideki, the local favorite. Alex Noren is out there at 3 under par. He does super well on the European tour. I mean, there's great players out here, and it's going to be really hard to beat guys like Rory, and some of the U.S. guys. But, you know, Victor Hovland, you know, could bring home something from Norway. That would be huge. At the end of the day, I think the story that we'll be telling is how big it is for the home country that wins that medal. And I think there's a ton of potential. And anybody here is, I mean, Cameron Smith, 1 over par through 3 holes. He's just getting started. There's going to be, you know, last group's about to tee off. Campillo is a player who's replacing John Rahm for Spain. He'll be the last one to tee off here. But I mean, we've got a deep field. I mean, the worst player right now is just one over. You know, there's no. I mean, you got a really, really talented field here, and I would not be surprised if you have what we would consider to be a long shot winning the Olympics or getting a medal, which I would totally consider a win for sure. Will change my putting grip this week, sinking putts more comfortably and control the distance more. Play decent. Can also have a disaster day. Will, welcome to golf. TJ, have you ever had a disaster day of golf? I think we all have before. That's okay. That's just part of the game. And I think it's those days that you learn from the most.
Yep.
I think it's those days that are just telling, because you're going to learn something about your game and you're going to have to adjust if you want to get better, try things a little differently. It's good to have, and the best advice that I could give you is learn from someone who's doing something that you want to do. You know, don't take blind advice from your blind friend. You know, as much as you love them, and I love them too. I'm glad we can all play golf together. But just from a playing standpoint, and I've done my share of playing, learn from people who are doing what it is that you want to do, and just get in proximity to those people. They'll help you improve your game. You'll learn things around them. Because I'm sure CJ could tell you, and I'll tell you as well, that doing, like, just golf is an amalgamation of the little things you learn here and there. What to do on an uphill lie, a side hill lie. What does it do if you choke down on the club? And just the repetitions for me of hitting golf balls has told me, it's kind of what I go off of. There's absolutely sound techniques, but at the end of the day, you have to swing the club and you have to be comfortable doing that. So however it is that you go about that, and you're confident in it, that's what works at the end of the day. So yeah, keep shooting your shot out there, brother. I hope to follow your journey as you continue to improve. And for anybody else here in the chat, I hope you're all improving as well. I mean, we've got a ton of variety out here, and you know, from countries and ages, and really cool to see all of your games. And just as an avid fan, I'm a fan of everybody here who plays the game. It's something that we all kind of have in common, whether we play or not. Like, we're interested in golf, and there is something that lures us in about it. So happy to be here and happy to be hosting. Yeah, Pat, I like seeing the aggressive players out here. John Rahm, when he's playing aggressive, I'm with you. Pushing that score to, you know, just trying to outrun the leaderboard, which is what we saw Tiger do in the 2000s for sure. I mean, for his whole career, he's only won one major from behind, and I think I'm accurate on that. I could be wrong. But yeah, just running away with it, getting a big lead and whatnot. 2 knee operations and still playing golf. That's impressive. Awesome. Yeah, Will, that's awesome. And at the end of the day, brother, go like, learn from those videos and just go apply things. And, you know, as you apply them to your practice chipping or your putting or your iron game or your driver, just trust yourself when you get out there. You know, I think one of the things that I learned over time is that I would always kind of like know that other people were watching me, and I would just try and explain what I was doing. But it's like, trust your game at the end of the day. You know, if you worked on it, if you watch the videos and you put in the repetitions, you'll know what to do when the time comes. I mean, you see these players so well, they're not thinking out here. They're literally looking at the hole, and they're trying to they're one track minded, getting the ball in the hole. Actually simplifies the sport. It's pretty nice. Rick Shields, for sure. Rick Shields is awesome. He's been in the YouTube game a long time. He makes some great content out there. Paul Casey here, hitting his approach just a little bit long of the green. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for Paul. Coming out of a fairway bunker. Should be able to get that up and down. Go to Hideki. Got his putt here. Ooh, just a bit wide for his par. Like he's gonna tap in for his bogey on the 11th hole.
Back in it here, Matt.
Hey, looking there, kiddo.
Oh, we're good.
Nice. Beautiful.
AirPods, they charge so fast. They're
Do
at
they?
like 98% already
No
now.
way.
It was at
like
it was
6
at
minutes
like
ago.
10. Yeah, it was at 10%. Like how many minutes? Like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
They charge so fast.
Impressive.
Ooh, we got 42 people. What's up, everybody?
I love it.
Welcome.
Who's everybody in the chat rooting for? I think, CJ, do you have the time on you by chance?
I do. It's 10:30.
Oh, that's weird. My clock must be off because I think
Oh.
it's time for a little chip for chat. Let's go.
Oh my. All right, guys.
All right, call it.
Check this
Call it,
out.
sister.
All right, I think Matt's gonna
gotta
make
get the golf
3
balls
for 4. Guys, what are you calling? Hang on, Matt. Let me put a poll up real quick. How many chips does Matt
I made all these before. Gotta go. Now, I have my caddy towel. Them
0. I'm gonna go 0 for 4 or 4 for 4.
2.
Hold on.
Thank you for everybody for coming out tonight. Try and make a couple shots for you. Shot number 1. Oh, it lit. And yes, we have the backboard today. It's our first stream doing. A lot of pressure. Oh, back left corner. That one.
Oh, I didn't even get the poll up
Is
yet.
he going to
well.
loft on it?
Matt's too
Nope,
fast. That's all right. We'll do the poll next time.
Complete and utter mistake. Leaving it short. Never leave your Eagles putts short, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good look. That's what we got. We got 1 for 4.
1 for 4. I was trying to put up the poll, but you were so fast that it didn't pop up. But that's all right.
Oh, a poll.
A poll, yeah, a poll in the chat.
Oh, nice. I like that.
It's all
Oh,
good.
cool. I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting feature for sure. Okay. Because I got to find a way to hear you while I do it.
Yeah. You know what would be good for you? We'll do the AirPods so that way you can hear it.
Yeah, move around. We'll get it all figured out. There'll be little details to this, but I do like the chip for chat. I'm here to, we'll sync them for you guys. Make it a nice animated sequence for you. Trust me, I got you covered.
Yeah, you guys stay tuned for this coming Saturday. We're going to stream the final day. What time are they teeing off on Saturday? They
start at 6:30, so it'll be the same time. And your leaders will be teeing off just about now. They're going to keep the same tee sheet, and the last people are through about they're on the second hole right now. So call it 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. So we're they teed off 7:30 a.m. local time. So we're 13 hours behind. So it's just a little too much math for my pea brain, but 10:15 or so Eastern Standard Time PM. We're gonna push deep into the night for that one. It's good to get a little bit of coverage here. We got Thomas Peters, who's on the 18th hole. He's 5 under par. Go up to the top of this here. Hey,
and that's Saturday night, Will, just to let you know. And we appreciate you for hanging out with us. Thank you for giving us the nice compliment and the subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And
of course.
Chip for Chat is something that Matt created that I think is a great little intermission thing. So it's pretty cool.
I'm just
I
looking to
like
have
it.
fun. I just so appreciate being able to come here and share the golf with everybody. There's such a diverse group of people in the chat right now coming to us from everywhere, and it's it's like I said, my thing is just about trying to stay out of the way of the championship and entertain you guys in one way, shape, or form, guys and gals, um, with whatever reason you're stopping by for. And if we can do this little, chip for chat, I love it. It's just a nice little thing that rang off the bell, and
Yeah, it's
it's
pretty
fun.
good.
It's just fun, and chipping in 1 out of 4. That's like, I mean, I know I got the backboard and everything, but it's a chip in. It's not
Hmm.
like a 3-foot putt, and
Right?
there's a lot of
Our dude
pressure.
Derek had you down for 0, Matt.
I know, I know, duck
It's
eggs.
pretty funny,
I
right?
know, Derek. I'll
I
make
I
you a
want to do
believer.
something.
I'll make you a
I want
believer.
to do something where it's like putt for dough or something. Putt for something.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll tell anybody who's like, going to be watching this in the future, like we plan on having a simulator and building like a golfing experience as you can hit, like, we'll do a drive every now and again, we'll do some chipping, some putting and whatnot, and just to not to I mean, just for entertainment purposes. I mean, we could certainly go
Yeah.
over and do some golf simulation stuff, but this will evolve over time. Crazy golf in the house, right? We'll make a whole little course. I love
Right?
it.
And
It's
we're using ping pong balls there.
yeah,
We're not using like real balls to chip, but probably for putting, yeah.
yeah,
I
for sure.
assume.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Putting a ping pong ball is it's a whole nother level of talent.
Take care, Will. Best of luck to you, brother, in your game and everything moving forward. We hope to see you. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. An exciting time for golf, I'll tell you. Very exciting time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeedy. What do you guys think about this Team USA? I know we got a lot of fans from the UK over there.
Oh, gonna be rooting for Great Britain.
I know.
Paul Casey's your guy.
Which by the way, they just won gold in the men's swimming. I was watching that. They 4 men. I don't remember what they call it, the relay or something like that, and they were the favorites to win. That was impressive watching them come out with the W over everybody. They were just sweeping it out.
I was
So
laughing
talented.
earlier because I was talking about doing an
Chip
event
for potato
for
chips.
could we just section it into like an age group sort of thing for golf? Not like, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, but in swimming, I feel like there's the 150 meter and then there's the 200 meter and then the 206 meter, it's like 30 races. And I was like, for golf, we can probably like, edge out a couple more events here.
Right.
A chip for potato
Hey,
chips. I love it.
has anybody in the chat tried these Arnold Palmer spiked
Yeah, they're nice.
beverages, you guys? These are a nice classy summer drink, not sponsored, by Arnold Palmer. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I made a post on our Instagram page. If you guys follow us at That Golf Couple, you should check it out. But yeah, these are really good, especially for the summer.
Yeah, Arnold called us up and he's just like, "Hey, man, how you doing? How's it going since we last played at St. Andrews?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, life's been good, a couple good rounds and whatnot." He asked if we could do a little ad for him, and always honoring the king.
Right, Arnie's
Definitely,
Army.
yeah, happy.
Oh
Happy.
yeah, I saw some weightlifting. That was impressive.
Oh my
my
gosh, yeah,
those
she was a
ladies
beast.
can really lift. That was an emotional one, wasn't she? The first one to ever win gold for Thailand, like
Not sure.
maybe in like weightlifting in general or something. It
I
It's
feel
really
like
cool though.
there was a guy from Thailand as well that I feel like he set a world record in his weight class,
Oh,
and it
I
was
don't
like a
doubt it.
combination lift. I mean,
Mm.
these ladies who are your size, they're like clean and jerking 250 pounds. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
that's insane.
twice your weight. I mean,
You call me
not your weight.
150
All right, let's
pounds.
just
No,
nick that in
I
the
know, I
bud
know,
right
I know.
there. Okay.
I'm joking. I'm
All right,
joking.
that's
I'm
enough.
joking.
Where's the mute button on CJ?
Hey,
But for
hey,
someone
hey.
who's, I mean, they had to be like 120, 140 pounds, maybe, soaking wet, and they're clean and jerky, like 250 pounds. My goodness. Just from doing like a little bit of barbell work. I mean, I'm no competitor when it comes to that, but that is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pushing 150. Clean.
Grams. SpongeBob over there.
Yeah, the teddy bears on the end of the dumbbells or the barbell.
It's fun. It's fun to move some weight like that. I mean, obviously, I admire the Olympians for sure. Turn it into a professional sport. I think one of the things I admired, I watched like the CrossFit Games, is when they do the big lifts. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it is impressive to watch some of those guys cleaning 360 pounds. I mean, come on. You know, my best ever for a deadlift was 300, and that's just getting it off the ground. Never mind getting it to the racked position on your chin, under your chin, on your
Still
collarbone.
impressive
Really,
though.
I worked really hard
Still
for it.
impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I was working really, really hard for it, but yeah, it's just I think it's a testament to how hard these athletes are working, and these golfers are no exception. I know it's not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
perceived as an athlete sport in the same sense, but the precision that comes into this, it's just like ping pong. And they're in
Right.
pretty good shape as ping pong athletes. I don't see any chubby ping pong players, but just the precision that goes into. I mean, you know how it is to hit an 8-footer, and I mean, you got to hit that thing solid to be able to make it. You know, it's no gimmies out there. Colin's got about 8 feet for his. Looks like for his birdie. Nice
I
and
thought it was for
patient.
par,
Is it?
possibly.
Could be.
I think it's for par. Nice. Clutch.
Very nice.
Made the putt. We'll take that.
I like the shoes too. I thought you'd make a comment on the shoes.
Right?
USA.
No, I like them. I
Not a
appreciate
believer.
the golf game. The golf swag, if you will.
Yep.
You gotta have a little bit of style out there for sure.
Yeah. Gotta look the part. Will help you feel the part. Feel the part, you'll play the part.
Yeah, I after getting those FootJoy golf shoes, that was a game changer for me. The waterproof golf shoes, you can't go wrong with those. And I feel like I look the part and I play the part and I have dry feet, so that's nice. Instead of having soaking wet toes in the early morning with all the dew on the grass. Yeah, that doesn't make for a happy
CJ's
golfer.
not a big fan. She has to fashionista her way around the golf course. Which I
Oh,
admire.
don't even give them that. I'm really not a fashionista.
You always have rain pants with you though. Not that that's like
Yeah,
fashion, but
when it rains, but like I'm not wearing, you know, flashy clothes by any means. They're practical clothes. Take a look at our Instagram, you guys. You'll see what I wear out there.
Yeah.
Just I'm throwing it out there. Matt's putting me out there hanging to dry like I'm
Oh my
Barbie.
goodness.
Barbie on the golf course. Far
Barbie.
from it.
Is that what opinion
Far
that
from
Chad
it.
has of you? Let your Barbie on the golf course? That is funny.
I don't know.
Barbie.
Victor Hovland here. Makes
Go,
the
Vic.
putt. Oh,
Nice.
he had to dip out of a competition because he got some sand in his eye at one point.
Isn't it amazing what takes golfers out of tournaments?
It is. And Cameron Smith just put his for birdie. And the leaderboard. Let's check the leaderboard. Yeah.
Yep.
Hasn't
Go
quite
down the
moved.
leaderboard a little bit.
Yeah.
Abraham Answer still there. Mexico, very good showing out of the bat. Very good showing. And our first American is 2 under par with Xander. Very happy about Paul Casey making a good round. Hideki, 2 under par. Certainly not losing the tournament out here. Johnny Vegas from Venezuela. Rory, 2 under par.
Thomas Peters just shot a 65 in round one. Not bad. For Team Belgium.
Yeah, par 71 here at Club K. Yeah, it's a good start. I mean, Thomas Peters, he's a good player. Belgium taking. There's no reason why they couldn't come home with a medal here. I mean, do I want the Olympic sweep for the USA? Yeah. Is it gonna happen? I think for the ladies, it's gonna be even harder. South Korea looks so good. Australia looks so good. It's gonna be really hard. Even from Thailand, Arya Jutanagarn is the second best player for that team.
Yeah. But they got Nelly Korda and Just Korda. Nelly's what? World #1 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
She's been on fire. So I think don't count the ladies out yet. You know, Team USA, they may be able to put up a big fight. We got Lexi Thompson, the veteran over there, already being in an Olympics herself.
Oh, just had another. Actually, that was a replay. I was like, oh my gosh. Watching Thomas Peters here. I was like, did someone just hole out again from the fairway? Yeah, he did play out of his skin. 8 under par. I've never even heard of the guy before. You know, I should probably, you know, and as the channel moves on, I'll brush up on my European golf because, you know, not going to neglect.
So many fans from Europe.
Yeah, of course. And that's on me to, you know, just stay tuned to how their championships are going. And it's cool to see. It's really cool to see.
I know so much more about the men's tour than I do the ladies. I think it's nice to be able to highlight the ladies, but I think most people are here for the men's tour, which I'm okay with because I know more about the PGA Tour myself. I like to follow them a little bit more. But would I like to play like an LPGA player? Of course.
Yeah, I mean they've just. We were watching them hit it the other day. They don't miss much.
Mm-mm.
But 8 under par. There's your lead. Go and get it.
JT here. Oh,
There's a little wedge in hand. I know they're spinning these.
Right? Mate, just about a foot away from the cup. Not bad. They're so good.
Impressive.
There's one LPGA tour player. I have her signature on a hat. Her name is Tiff Joe. She's quite the character. She's kind of like the rainbow unicorn of the group. She's just a funny character.
Sure.
She's obsessed with slots, and she signed my hat with like a unicorn on the front lip of the hat, which is pretty funny.
You'll have to show me. You'll have to show everybody. Yeah, if you got it, that would actually be really cool to see.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. How exciting. Yeah, out of Austria leading the championship. Bravo. Something I certainly didn't see coming. And here we are. Yeah, if I was a betting man, Paul Casey, great call. Paul Casey's a really good look. Gosh, I'd be very upset if I didn't see someone from the U.S. get a medal. But I mean, again, so much competition. And we'll see how it shakes out pressure-wise. I'm actually really curious to see how people handle the pressure because it is a global event and maybe some of these players haven't seen that type of pressure before. Is there even that much pressure because there's not that many people at the golf course or anything? An interesting tournament. Definitely an interesting tournament. A rich history to be written. Cool. All right, let's see
Now I
what
may
you...
have misplaced it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Either that or I might have put the gabosh on that one and just tossed it out.
Oh, no.
Trying to do some spring cleaning, It's all good. It's okay. Sometimes I have way too many hats. And they go through like a rotation.
You're seeing an exorbitant amount of spin coming off these golf balls. As Rory shows
You
up
see that
way
comment
short,
there?
just like Hideki was on that hole. I know Solomon. So Solomon, I'm not sure where you're coming from, but there are reruns as well that are going on the Golf Channel. The Golf Channel is obviously producing it live. There's a 13-hour difference, and it's 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time that they'll be showing a rerun for 5 hours. So from 2 to 7. And gosh, CJ and I have talked about this so many times. We always want to like preserve the final day of a major championship and kind of watch it for the first time. And it's tough to stay off social and see who wins, but you will have that option for, we're going to be calling it live here, but they'll definitely have a rerun as well. And I hope you get a chance to watch a little bit of that because it's that one, that one tournament that it only happens once every 4 years. It's just, I mean, I kind of feel like it's a mini. I know there will never be another Masters, but this feels like a little bit of history, just history in golf.
Yeah. Yeah, it is so hard to stay off social media too, though. I think I was just looking at the time, just on my phone, and I didn't even finish the latest Avion championship, and they go into a playoff hole, and for whatever reason, my TV wasn't like synced up for live time-wise, and they announced the winner as I'm watching
Yeah, like
it,
a text message.
and they just teed off. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I don't have to finish this now. I'm just like, what the heck?
I know, it's tough.
Definitely put those phones down if you don't want any spoilers until you watch it. Oh, it's too funny.
I saw Jazz was there at 2 under par. Another great player. I mean, how cool would that be to see him grab a medal? I'm not going to count out players like that. I just, so possible. So possible. Under par, right with just ahead of Rory.
Putt for birdie. Oh, really lips that one out.
Yee.
Just took a sharp whoop left.
It's funny. Today. I played the other day, and I think I told you, CJ, that I made a ton of putts. Like just, feel like I made several, uh, 8, 12, 15 footers, and it just felt like I was making everything. And on one par three, I almost made a hole in one. I was really close to making a hole in one.
Really?
Yeah, I landed about 8 inches away from the cup, and then I had
Yeah.
about 3.5, 4 feet. It was like 4 feet. I'm gonna call it 4 feet just to save my ego here. And I just totally missed it. And it was one of those like, oh, you had such a good look, and you still like
He
whiffed on it.
whiffed it. That's okay. It happens to the best of us.
It's impressive to me because I remember in high school watching someone play, and I remember shooting 36 in high school, and I was like, man, I played really well, and I lost by 6 that day. Dude shot 30, and
Mm.
I remember him missing like a 3-footer for birdie. I was like, that close to a 29 out there. I mean, that's like, it's just cool. It's cool to see, a guy, Mike Miller, um, who played for Brewster, and I ended up running into him later on professionally down in Florida, which was really cool just to see. Someone you grew up playing with, and someone who in the community, a lot of people know him as a really good golfer. I think we all know that, one or two people who are good players, and it's just, they're cool to be around, and he's a really good person too. I've played with a lot of people who are good players and maybe not a pleasure to be on the golf course with, but I remember Mike is definitely one of those guys that, yeah, he beat the crap out of me, but it was still a pleasure to have him be around when he shoots around like that. So that was cool.
It's calm putting for Brady here.
Yep. One
He's
under
got an
par.
interesting like claw grip. It's kind of cool seeing the way that people grip their clubs here. Putting that one with assertiveness, woo, right in the back of the cup. Bravo,
Gets it to 2. Love it.
nice.
Yeah, I'd love to see him putt confidently. I feel like Justin Thomas is struggling a little bit on the speeds of the green. That's 2 lip outs we've seen, 2 power lip outs we've seen for him, and a couple
Right.
of errant wedge shots as well. So, see, where is
Rory
JT
taking
out
a look
here?
at his putt for par here on the 6th hole.
Colin 2 under par. Cameron Smith 1 under. Patrick Reed 1 under. Oh, Justin's just at even. I mean, your highest score is 2 over par right now.
Ooh,
Siwoo Kim,
Rory
I've been
really,
talking about him from the start. He's one.
Rory pushed that way past the hole for
And Derek,
bogey.
golf does facilitate disabled people for sure. Absolutely. I've seen people without use of their legs be able to play, actually, which
Yeah, I've
is
seen
amazing.
one-handed,
Which is
one-armed
absolutely
golfers.
one arm for sure. I've seen people with not fully developed arms that have been able to play too. They've gotten like custom clubs made for them. So yeah, absolutely. I hope that just expands a little bit more too. I used to work at a place called Top Golf, and it's basically like a golf range but on steroids. Just a really cool place. If anyone gets a chance to go to Top Golf, I totally recommend it. But we would accommodate for handicap community as well. And just being able to, if you wanted to hit from a wheelchair, you could do that. I think that it was really cool that they did that. It's just I mean, CJ, I'm sure you've certainly done it before. Just the feeling of hitting a ball pure. I don't think it matters if you're, like what stature you are. Just that connection with the club, no matter how far it goes. It's incredible when you really
Definitely.
catch one.
I mean, when Matt's not using his driver and he's using an iron or something like that, and I just have a really good tee shot with my 3-wood, I've only outdriven him a few times, but that's not saying much because Matt is clearly an amateur at golf and I'm not. but when I do drive it past him, it feels good because
Well,
I know that I actually struck the ball really well, hit it on that sweet spot.
so technically you're an amateur too, as
Well,
far as
yeah.
it goes.
I never played professionally on any mini tour like you, though. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
Trying to give you a little bit of, you know,
Yeah,
that
gassing me
confidence
up. You don't
over
need to
there.
gas me.
Just trying a little bit. Need a little of that petrol, little petrol there,
A little
Maddie.
petrol. Yeah, I'm just really enjoy this game, and I know I'm ravenous about it. Being able to go practice, go play, get better. The little micro adjustments that you make. Like we're playing tomorrow morning, super early. So in honestly, what feels like a couple hours, and just been playing really well recently. I've been putting really well, which I'm happy about. Put together um, a couple tournament rounds that were pretty good. And I'm just always improving. I'm a work in progress. I don't think I'm anywhere near where I will be, but I'm certainly not where I was. And it's fun. Just fun at the end of the day. That and trial and error. Have some good friends to go out there and play golf with. All I could say. Enjoy your time out there. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from other people's mistakes. And then just, go get after it. Hit some bombs out there. Fun game. How could you not with this game?
Oh, the cats are about to have like a battle.
A battle
They're good.
royale. It is the competition, Derek. I think golf is something I can be very competitive with myself too, and I enjoy that. Not like a hustle or like a grind, but the challenge. Yeah, I love the challenge. I just don't see like I used to play baseball, different challenge. I just love how it's you and yourself out there, and I'm certainly a team. I have a team of people for sure. Um, but you're responsible out there, I think, is the bottom line. I have nobody else to blame but myself. It's not like I can blame my partner for where my ball went or anything like that. It's just up to you, which is kind of relieving because I don't have to worry about anything else. Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm good now.
camera connection. Oh yeah, nice. Ooh, we're doing a lot better than we came from our first stream there, Matt.
Yeah, little pieces here and there. I think just I'm a little bit of a nitpicky when it comes to setting up like the audio and it's a lot, man. Because I always tell
It
you, like,
is.
it's not like we're dumb when it comes to this stuff, but there's a lot of settings that go into these streams, and we want to make sure we deliver an acceptable performance for all of our viewers. We are proud, we are
Exactly.
honored that you would even consider coming to hang out with us. Anything that we can do to make your stay a little bit better, make your day a little bit better, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. If you guys appreciate it, give this video a little thumbs up.
Yeah, it helps anybody else who's looking for this. It'll help it get to more people. I mean, our thing is
Right.
just about trying to share the game, and everybody here is certainly a part of that. And
Right.
it's cool to see the global crowd that we have too. I'm for one,
I know.
it's kind of funny to come from like a small little town in New York, and here we are, kind of like representing the globe a little bit. We have our little community of golfers. It's really cool to have everyone here.
And we have guest starring. If you guys didn't see him before, this is my cat Tiger. Little Tigey Woods over here.
Little Tigey Woods.
Yeah, 15 years old or 15 years young, and he's still kicking it.
Just looking for affection.
I know.
You
Bye,
too,
bud.
Derek. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Derek.
Pleasure to have you here.
Sending love your way as well. And to everybody in the chat and everybody who's watching, thank you guys.
Yeah, one day we'll have our like a little virtual golf tournament or something like that. It'd be cool.
Right.
It's I'm always curious to see like where people's games are at. I think certainly watching the Olympics gets me hyped about my game, being able to get a little better. Just we're writing such a rich tradition in golf, and just being a part of that, being able to share it. Like when we go and play golf tomorrow, there's a couple guys I'm going to play with that it'll be cool to talk Olympics with everybody. It's cool to see where we're all at here, and who people are rooting for, what swings you like, where's your game at, and all that. I think that's I think it's cool to see. Outstanding, man. 8 under par is the leader. There was a lot of really early birdies out there. I mean, a lot. Rosner from France. Beautiful. Such a colorful leaderboard. Derek's terrified of cats. I'm indifferent towards cats. I think I enjoy, because I like our dog, Mochi, just because she's very engaging. And to get a response. I think, I just enjoy the playfulness of animals. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Patrick Reed here. Oh, he looks so like Patrick Reed. Anton Rosner for birdie to get to 3 under par. Beautiful. So look like Patrick Reed from.
I was gonna say I don't think that was him, but a huge putt from JT downtown leaves it about 5 feet. Oh no, I meant Colin. Sorry about that. He got a haircut, so he
He got
looked
a
like
haircut.
JT from the side. No, honestly, you couldn't tell his hair was dark.
Yeah, Pat. I
Either
hope you guys
way,
are able to get out and about and play some golf. In some different places. One of the things CJ and I look forward to is always doing like a trip here or there. But one of the beautiful things about golf is that there's so many different places that you could play, and the sheer variety. And then you get into courses that are like resort courses, and they're so well maintained. Oh, it's just so much fun. Tommy Fleetwood for birdie.
Tommy
Pours it in.
Huge putt for Tommy Fleetwood and Team England.
Dun, 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 dun,
I want
dun.
to go to England. That'd be so cool. God bless the
What would
Queen
you do in England?
and her. Me? Oh my gosh. I'd have to do like most of the touristy things, but definitely like play golf over there too. I would really like to see, Buckingham Palace in London and, all the typical stuff. I love British history.
Yeah, I think I'll spend time at the golf course. There's some historic golf courses I think I would have to
Hmm.
Probably have some like
I'd
fish and
have to
chips.
meet the
Is that what I would
queen.
do?
Oh yeah,
What's the
fish and
cuisine?
chips.
The cuisine of choice. What would we advise someone who's never been to the United States to try food-wise? If you were to take a
In
golf
England.
slash food trip, where would you go and
Yeah,
where would you go? Where would you play? And what would you eat?
those are some good
Yeah, what do you think?
questions.
How would you advise someone? DJ.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking the chat.
No, yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh God, putting the pressure on here.
Yeah, I mean listen, we're United States golfers over here. How would we rep the I mean, gosh, you're not going to get an experience like playing in Arizona, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I mean, really though?
I haven't played as many courses as you have, so I think you can speak to that a little bit better than I could, for sure. I've played mostly in New York, a little bit in Rhode Island, and like once in Massachusetts.
Sure.
So my knowledge is very limited in terms of like experiencing golf courses out there.
Pablo, unfortunately, we can't show the NBC production, but we are live calling it. We have the leaderboard up. There's also a couple ways to watch it. We have a video on our channel that goes over that. I think peacock.tv is doing a streaming service. We're doing it through Fubo ourselves. So there are options to be able to watch it. But keep us posted. I want to make sure that you're able to catch the action as well. I'm curious what this guy, and I think he's on 18, is about to do. He's in the lip of the bunker on the grass side, and he's got a putter just trying to hit the back of it and pop it out, it looks like.
Right?
That was
interesting.
Yeah, that's a tough shot for sure.
Super tough. I'm surprised it didn't go in the bunker, so that grass is really thick, holding it up for sure.
So I mean, as
not a bad miss,
a golfer from the US, I mean, it's funny because my mind goes, if you're to give someone a unique experience, like there are some golf courses in Las Vegas that are just the only one on the planet. So I mean, you're gonna do it big, Las Vegas. You know, you can go to a place like Kiowa. Kiowa is a fantastic place to go play golf. A lot of places in South Florida, although I wouldn't really recommend if it was your only place to go. Pinehurst would be a great place to go play. Pinehurst would be an interesting. You could probably go to the family to Kiowa. I think Kiowa would be the place to go. It's like beach, quiet, little town and whatnot. Fish and chips out at the chip shop. The chip shop, I love that for this store.
I would love just to go to a nice chip shop. I'm such a savory, salty type of gal.
Yeah.
Chips, like actual like fries and actual chips, my favorite things, hands down.
Yeah, Pat, you gotta show me some game out in Thailand there. We'll get it together. What would you recommend eating, DJ? You can at least answer that question.
What, over here?
Yeah, what's like the
US?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, right? Because we never really look at it from the outside looking in.
I feel like you gotta just like a simple, like a New York style pizza. You just gotta give it a try.
Oh, true.
You know, it's something like, I feel like more simple the better with ingredients, and pizza is just one of those universal things where you can have it almost in everywhere. But I feel like you really have to try New York slice.
Yeah,
it's interesting because at least where I grew up, near Cape Cod, their style of pizza is like personal sized pizzas, versus New York is more about the slice. But it's cool. I like how everybody does their own take on it.
Yeah, for sure. Been craving a good burger recently.
Mm.
Yeah, what's the go-to food? I mean, the seafood over here. I'm a big seafood proponent, personally.
Oh, me too.
Hard to
Oysters
just,
all day for me.
yeah. Derek said he'd be playing with the ladies for his level of competition. And listen, any golfers out there is nothing wrong with playing the forward tees. It's more of a challenge. It's like guys' egos, and I could be totally wrong. So any guys who want to chime in, feel free. But I just, as a guy, I'll speak for myself. With my ego in the way, I'm like, I so limit myself out there as a golfer. If we just played from like the forward tees and got our
Wow.
confidence up, we would, we'd probably be a much better golfer. Oh, there's Jazz for another big birdie. That's 3
I
under
know.
through 9.
It was
There
like
you go, Pat.
a what, a 50, 60-foot putt
Yeah, he bombed that
he
in
made
there.
for birdie. That was
Yeah.
insane.
You see, I got you there, Pat. Yeah, it'd be
I
lovely to
love
see
that in
Jazz
Cape
keep going.
Cod. Cape Cod chips. Has anybody had kettle cooked chips? Oh my gosh, that's like a game changer. Those are like one of my favorite style of potato chips. So good. Cape Cod does a really good recipe of potato chip. I
Yeah,
highly
so they're
recommend
like
it.
a brand, kind of like how Lay's is, but not in the same thing as
Yeah, it's
Lay's.
just the style. It's the style and how they cook the potato
Super
is in
crunchy.
a kettle. It's in a kettle. That's why they call it kettle cooked chips. And Panera Bread actually does kettle cooked chips, which remind me of Cape Cod chips too.
Yeah, we have a little match going on tomorrow. It's me and 3 buddies. So Miles, a friend of mine who I grew up with, and his 2 uncles, and Derek. They'll be teeing off way in front of me. But it's cool that we can still enjoy. So I was living down in Florida at the time, and I took Miles' uncles at the time who visited, and we played. It was like, um, gosh, what was the name of the course? It was like somewhere in West Palm Beach, I think. It was a nice country club, and you needed to know someone to get in. I was like, let's go play, and I knew someone who worked there, and they brought a friend of theirs, and it was me and 3 guys in their 60s, and we were all I so appreciated being able to learn so much from them playing golf. And they admire. I was like, I'll play from like, up kind of closer to you guys. They're like, no, you got to play from the backs, because they love seeing, because I want to be inclusive, and they just want to watch me hit it. So it's cool. I like that we can all enjoy it out there. Pat, that's all right. I have many hiccups vocally. Never mind with the stream. Never mind anything else. Don't worry about all the typos.
Right. The
I feel your
echoing for the
vibes.
first 45 minutes.
I know.
It's all good. I'm surprised you stayed in it for this long, Derek. You've heard us go
True
through all the
champion.
ups and
A
downs.
true fan.
Right.
I wish I could give you like someone from Scotland who's leading the tournament, keep you totally involved in it. Yeah. And Derek, it's mostly like, what I learn more and more moving on is that it's just the short game. Keeping the ball in play and like just not making mistakes. Like if you have to fly a bunker and get it to the hole, just not putting it in the bunker, putting it on the green and 2-putting. I see a lot of amateur golfers, the mistakes that they make. They're always flag hunting. And there's sometimes from like 100 yards out that you just have to accept the miss. And not that you have to accept it, but your score is going to be so much lower. And it's a hard game. It's a hard game. kind of have to play to your areas sometimes and take what
Mm.
you can get out there.
JT for a clutch par putt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, right on the par 5.
Go.
625 yards on that par 5. Makes his par. Great score. Obviously, I think as a golfer, you want to walk away with birdie on par 5s, but I'd love to see the scoring average of the par 5, specifically that hole. 625. That's a monster. I see a ton of people really get into these par 5s, like I was saying. Monsters of golf holes. Yeah, 5-iron off the tee. Perfect. What I'm talking about. You can hit fairways. Listen, you'd probably be in more trouble hitting the driver and getting in trouble than if you just took 5-iron off the tee, or maybe it's like a wood or a hybrid. That's perfect. And then just sharpen up that short game, hit those 60, 80-yard wedges tight. Make that your game. Decky here, a little deep on the approach. Okay. Okay. Where's the Decky looking? 2 under. I mean, anybody who's a couple under par is, this pace at 8 under par, even 6 under par. Maybe the leader after day 2 is 10 under. So any one of these guys could go and shoot a 5, 6, 7 under par again. You could see Anibon Lahiri go and do that. Jazz is at 3 under par, just making the turn, so he's got a ton of golf left. Collins right there. Patrick Reed's right there. Corey Connors 1 under par. I think it's going to take a while to distinguish a true leader. We'll see how Raka does out of Austria tomorrow. I'm kind of curious to see. Very exciting.
Matt, we're ranking pretty high for all these golf searches, by the way.
Very nice. Yeah, it shows by everybody who's here. Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, how exciting. Gonna love seeing how this tournament shapes up. The men's individual stroke play championship in Tokyo at Club K. I will not be pronouncing that name properly. I'm just gonna call it Club K. Keep my life simple. Henrik Norlander. 3 under par, heading to the 18th, hitting his approach shot. Let's see what he's got. Ladies and gentlemen, from the fairway. I mean, you got Sweden, who's really defending. I mean, do you call it Sweden defending a silver medal?
Interesting thought.
It's a thing, but I don't think it's that prominent. Not like if Michael Phelps won, and then you've got an American that they're like defending the title, kinda. But Joachim Hansen, Denmark, 176 yards to the hole, 4 under par, hitting his approach shot.
Oh, very risky, but he just makes it. So nice.
This is a tough approach shot.
About
you gotta fly the water.
Feet.
You've got a bunker The pin is tucked right behind the bunker. Oh, he goes right after it.
Right.
Got a good
no
look.
risk, no reward.
Good look to get the 5 under par. 3 shots off the lead. At 2, 3, 4 under par. Really good score today. Carlos Ortiz from Mexico. 6 under par hitting his approach shot. 124 yards. Almost jars it and then just skips by the hole. Gosh, that landed 4 inches from the hole. He's got about 25 feet up the hill. But we'll head over to Jazz, who's putting. Beautiful putt. You get the 4 under. Pat. Jazz is doing pretty well right now. He's doing a good job. 4 under par through 10 holes. Plenty of golf to play. He's tied with Paul Casey and Xander, who are a few holes ahead as well. I'll move the leaderboard down. Yeah, there you go, Pat. He's right there. 4 under through 10. Tons of golf. Victor Hovland, 4 under through 8. Huge. Huge for Norway. That's awesome. Only a couple shots off the lead. Because, I look at these first 2 rounds almost as one round. Can you keep a pace of 8 under par going for too long? It's a lot to ask. An 8 under par is a heck of a round. 63 at a championship golf course. Bravo. Paul Casey here, hitting his second shot on the par 4 out of the rough. You'll do good to control this one, Catherine.
Derek, that's a good question. We have these people on the golf course called rangers. So they're kind of like the starter before you get on the tee, and they'll kind of check around to make sure who should be on the golf course and if there's any commotion or if anybody's playing slow. We call them rangers.
And usually every course has a procedure from check-in to like who gets a cart to who goes off the first tee. So you'll have what we call a start. And I say what we call because I'm just not, I haven't played golf over in Europe. I haven't played in Australia or Asia, anywhere. So like we'll have a starter on the first tee. You'll go and check in the golf shop, check in with the starter, and then you'll be kind of like registered, and then you go and play. Derek, I got you. Actually, I know that is pretty funny. I think I can just do this. I can like auto scroll it. How about that? Perfect. You can go through the whole leaderboard there.
Right. I'm getting tapped out soon. I may call it a night in 30. It's
For
almost
sure.
it's
Yeah.
almost the next day over here. It's almost Thursday.
I know.
But I'm having a lot of fun. I wanted to be here with you guys and experience this with you all. So if you guys are looking forward to us streaming on Saturday night, same time,
For the
probably
championship
around
round.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do that for the championship round. We'll be doing some chipping, a little fun, maybe a little bit of putting. Yeah, just hanging out, seeing who's gonna come out with the gold. So
It'll be an
if you guys
exciting
wanna do
race.
that, yeah, come hang out with us
Absolutely.
Saturday night.
Yeah, you guys are all invited.
Let your friends know.
Yeah, unfortunately, Derek, I don't see anyone from Scotland here. I feel like there's such good Scottish golfers too.
Right, it's where golf originated from. Where is
I
everybody,
know.
huh?
The golf police, pretty much. Someone's got to pull. We're a bunch of maniacs out there. We need a governing body to make sure that the legal entity that is the golf course can be there tomorrow. Oh, let's go Ireland. Let's see where we're at
Right?
for Ireland scores.
I know Rory's just kind of missed his putt there.
Yeah.
Flipped out again. He's not having good luck on those putts right now.
Rory and Shane both at 1 under through 7. Tons of golf to play.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, they get it to 2, 3, 4 under par, which is won't be too hard to do. I mean, I would not be surprised if one of these guys goes in for a medal. I truly believe that. I mean, Shane Lowry plays so well in the majors. Someone's going to get a streak going, going to get a groove. Mark Leishman, another guy to look out for. I feel like they're going to have to go chase someone, just like how Justin Rose kind of started running away with it the last day. Yeah. You hate to see it, folks. At Club K. Kasumigaseki Country Club.
Yeah, right. That wasn't bad, Matt. You gave that a shot.
I'll try.
Little pronunciation
I would.
there.
It's the It's I think it's how an American says it, and then it's how it's like actually pronounced locally, which is, you know, I don't have the my palate is not taught when it comes to Japanese. Not even my palate, you know what I'm saying though.
I got you.
I don't taste the spice.
You don't taste
think
the
that's
umami.
what he meant.
I got you. We can't all be blessed with the umami flavor. Sorry.
I Oh boy.
Henrik Norlander finished at 3 under for Sweden, folks. 3 under on the
Good
day.
job for Sweden.
Carlos Ortiz putt for birdie. Ooh. Yikes. That really broke right to left hard. It looked like it was on a great line. He just didn't see the break that much.
I mean, he's 6 under right now. He'll do well to hold
Yeah,
out
I
when he
mean-
pushed it a little past it. Pretty young too.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Victor Hovland coming up a little short for his putt for birdie.
Yeah, you know, Victor Hovland's doing really well right now.
Siwoo Kim putt for birdie, just sunk it right there.
You know, I gotta start seeing Siwoo Kim kind of.
Stay it even now.
And I've been touting him big time.
Right.
Gotta get him involved.
We got
here.
Colin. Colin's got that similar Siwoo Kim swing in his backswing. I see a little bit of it.
Yep.
It's a little slow on the uptake, but it's so consistent, so pure. He's such a classy golfer. I really like his attitude on the golf course.
Collins.
Yeah, you really can't tell when he's upset or when he's struggling. He's just kind of like composed for the most part.
Probably not too hard to do when you have like rounds like you do at the British.
Right?
You know, like just don't miss greens,
Right.
don't miss putts. Like probably easy to stay pretty level-headed. But I'm with you. To be admired, especially when your job is golf. Paul Casey disappointed with his par. Really give that birdie too much of a look. Paul Casey's up there on the leaderboard, 4 under through 15. 3 holes left. Italy.
Boop, boop. Thank you guys for the other like. We're getting up there.
Share the wealth.
I know.
Cool to meet other fellow golfers out here. See where everybody's coming from and whatnot. Paul Casey stepping up to the par 3. 16th hole. I mean, you get some long golf holes here.
Right. You know, it's interesting, Matt, that I just noticed. I mean, that was a lovely shot right there. What would you say? That's 25 feet?
Yeah, just about.
Just about 25
Which is
feet from the
perfect
pin.
for a lengthy par 3. You can see how he picks his tee up really early and just executed what he wants. Hit it right of the hole. You know, have a decent look at birdie. If not, take your 3 and move on.
Right. JT just coming out with par all across the board here.
Yep. Look at it rolling.
But what I was gonna say is no shot tracer. Interesting. Maybe it's just not a thing that they do over there. But it's kind of hard to see where the line is after a certain point
Sure.
with the golf ball. But I just thought it was interesting how they don't have a shot tracer on TV.
Yeah, I saw a few of them earlier. Just not like every hole how they do it on the PGA Tour, for sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, just like
because there's a couple
holes or something.
Yeah. I'm with you, though. We get used to the presentation quality that NBC, CBS is putting on.
Justin Thomas had a lovely shot just outside of like 5 feet, I'd say.
So there's a long par 3. Yeah, he likes it.
That was nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, JT just steady pars. Steady. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, what do you say, CJ?
I'm doing one more poll here.
Wrap this sucker up. Oh, a poll for what?
Poll.
Little chip for chat. Little chip for chat, huh? Curious to see how it comes up. Ooh-wee. Olympic golf, ladies and gentlemen. Be excited to see that it's back. You know, it was 100 years that we were out of the game. 4 years ago, we got back in. I'm super happy to be a part of a time where we're getting back into it, and we have like I keep saying, a rich history to write. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. A brand new championship. Ooh, okay.
All right.
Here we go, guys.
See the chat there?
Little chip for chat.
Guys, put it in. So Matt's doing his little. Matt, you want to pull up the chip so that way they can see it? Give them a chance to vote.
Perfect.
And let's see how many chips you think Matt can get out of 4 ping pong balls.
Nice.
What do we think?
Ooh,
you guys have confidence in him?
2 to 4. All right. Whoever voted, that's pretty accurate. Derek, so help me God.
First time you did it.
First
time you did it, didn't you get 4 for 4? But we didn't see it.
No, I think I got 2. I think I got 2 out of 4. How many chips will Matt make for chat? Let's see what we got. I'm chipping. Yeah, it's about like call it a 15-foot chip or so. There is a backboard. We got to see. All right, Derek, I appreciate the love. Let's see what we got. I'll go line it up. See what we got. 2 to 4. Yeah, we can do this. Pressure's on now. One that was already in there. Made it.
Right? No cheating.
Ooh, a total miss. Goodness, Derek, I gotta hold these 2 out. So I don't make you a liar. Let me line this up. Take our time. There's 1. There's 1. Oh, Derek, I got you. I got you. I will not make you a
Wow.
liar. That's 2.
Impressive.
Here we go. That was 2. We did it.
Well done. Well done.
We did it. I know.
You know
Pressure was
what?
on.
We gotta get the camera angle from like the backboard to see it with the cups, right there. That'll be cool.
Yeah, because I had it set up like kind of like that before. It just didn't like review. You had to like really watch it, and I was like, I think you can see a little bit more of the arc.
Oh yeah.
But we made it.
Well,
We made it happen
on Saturday night, we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun with that.
for sure. Yeah, we will. Yeah, absolutely. A
Right.
fun little. I like that we did a little poll there. Someone voted. Oh, for 4.
I know.
No. Which you know what? I gotta make believers out of you.
I know.
I made 2.
We gotta earn those likes. We
For
gotta
sure.
earn these likes out
Absolutely.
here.
I'll be
They
I'll be
say you've
practicing.
made it when you get dislikes from people you don't know, when they're not friends and family, which
I
is
know.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it's so true.
Yeah.
So welcome to the game.
I know, seriously.
Glad to be a part of it. Yeah, but we'll hit the hay soon, guys. Ooh, wow. Out of the sand. Who was that? From the US? They almost just hold out from the bunker, but who was that?
See a little replay here.
Right?
Yeah,
Just
from
hit
US, that's
the
Colin.
wow. That was impressive.
How does that not go in? My goodness.
I know, seriously. That's pretty
54
cool.
degree wedge. That's probably I'm hitting my 60, Derek. That's probably why. Putting a lot of
Hey,
loft on
Decky
it.
just walking that last putt in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we thank you guys for sticking around, everybody. Hopefully you'll hang out with us on Saturday night, like we said.
Yep.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over in New York, in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we'll be
see
doing
you
a
guys.
live call just like this. You can
Mhm.
subscribe to the channel and it will notify you when it's happening. And you can also
Yep.
share it with any friends that you might want to get involved.
Exactly.
Love being
Or
a part
follow
of
us
this,
on our
like you guys.
socials too. We tend to try and announce when we're going live. So look out for those posts on Facebook or Instagram at That Golf Couple. And thank you guys so much for sticking with us. It's been a pleasure.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you everybody for coming in from wherever you're coming in. And we'll see you guys Saturday. Let's we'll stay tuned for everything that's happening with this championship. Very excited to bring it with you guys and share it with you. And yeah, be looking forward to that for sure.
Right. Deuces.
Take care, everybody.